And it's y'all big brother, Big Nina Boy, man. Go check out my new channel, Nina Boy Hood Reaction. You thumbing on that shit though. Come thug.
Alright. Let's go. Talk about it, man. Finna talk about it. What's the deal? It's y'all big brother, y'all favorite hood partner. It's y'all host that do the most. Big Nina Boy, we back cracking with another reaction. We got to run it back, man. I had to take the other reaction down because I didn't want them to flag the channel. But I got to give a big shout out to the Fam TV, man, my partner, man. You know how we coming, man. All right, behind you, gang. So we gonna take this all the way down to ATL, man. We got an ATL singer killed his girlfriend at his baby mama, and his baby mama speak out. Y'all know how we coming. Y'all run up the comment section and y'all be the judge and the jury. Let's go. Damn, I'm getting good at this shit, huh? Let's go.
And Jay Rice, baby mother.
Letting go of all the hurt I held inside. Letting go of all the things.
That God is not patient. Let's go with you.
An Atlanta music industry entrepreneur has been sentenced to life in prison without parole for killing his girlfriend in Iowa. A jury found Justin Wright guilty of first-degree murder in the death of Willana Bibbs. Now, investigators say Wright shot Bibbs to death back in May of 2021. Wright founded Camp Entertainment Worldwide. That company worked with artists like Bow Wow, Timbaland, and DJ Khaled.
This is my baby daddy, Jay Wright, 35. And this is Willana Bibbs, 20. And as we could all read, Justin Wright sentenced to life in prison for shooting and killing his girlfriend. As you can see here on the interview that we went on, it's pretty similar to Shanice and Olivia. You got me and Willana in a suit with makeup on and the clown in the middle. Just like Olivia, Shanice, and Shane, Sean, whatever. He scares me, honestly. He promised us both that he would further our careers, except the difference is I had been dealing with this man since I was 17, had a baby with him when I was 20, and then he forced me to start having polyamorous relationships, and this one was the worst one. My roommate. This is Willana Bibbs. At this time we were living together, we had gone out in Atlanta, and just pay close attention to one small detail here. You see this wig over here, this blonde wig over here on my head right here. Here's the wig again, except it's on her head and not mine. That's my roommate, my baby daddy, and my child screaming of pain in the corner.
Girlfriend, because once again, they only knew each other for 2 months.
So they only knew each other for 2 months prior to her losing her life?
Correct.
What?
Yes. And discussed it as mother to mother because that could have been my child.
So you know for a fact that she heard the gunshot and didn't go?
Yes, I know for a fact.
How is that?
Because Justin, right before this, I was talking to a guy that he mentioned in the interrogation, and
that's Ann's favorite thing to say, because when she found out my criminal record, that was one of the things, like, people accused, like, I told her about the time I got into a fight out by Americana, and the guy was, like, with his girlfriend at the gas station, and he said I had a gun. It was really my phone in my pocket. I got charged with a gun. Right.
Really?
Right. That for it. That's why I said you guys don't always get it right.
No.
So
I can tell you that if I try to take that case anywhere now.
Man, hey, anybody in here know who Jay Wright is? Y'all know who he is. He was like a music producer, R&B writer, and all that type of shit. If y'all know what fuck, y'all probably don't know, but nigga ain't heard that nigga name in a long time. Anyway, let's go.
Right.
It's not even worth our time.
They found,
how do you prove it?
They never was seen on camera with a gun. They found me in Americana, like, waiting on my friend to come downstairs. I was parked at his house when the police came, and the guy said I had a gun.
And then, give me them titties back. Yeah, he took an implant out because I did not want to pay him back the money because I was no longer going to be with him. Wow. So after removing it was not healed all the way. So he literally ripped it out. Ripped me up plastic. Yeah.
Sorry for the long intro, family, but I tried to jam as much as possible in 3.5 minutes. Today, we got an interview from Justin Wright, baby mother / singer, the girl who had allegations brought against her. She had reached out after we dropped the interrogation video just last week. So without taking too much of you guys' time and jumping right into the interview, remember, I won't give you no angle. I just give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We're going to jump right to it. Family, you know Justin Wright was sentenced to life in prison by now. If you guys want to check the entirety of the interrogation out, if you haven't, it will be in the link in the description. Without further ado, this is the interview of the official Ann. I'm here at the Family TV. Who do I have a pleasure speaking with right now?
Hey, everybody. How are you? It's Ann.
Hey, hold on, man. Let's talk about it for a minute, though, right? We talking about a nigga who paid for his baby mama to get breast implants, nigga, and nigga, because she wasn't moving how he wanted her to move, this nigga rip her breast open and take the breast implant out her motherfucking chest. Hey, man, we got some roof. Hey, you know, as a man, we don't be in other men's shit like that in real life, bro. But just to hear some shit like that, oh, bitch, you ain't gonna do what I say, bitch. Give me that motherfucker. So what that mean? That bitch had one breast implant and the other one flat like a motherfucker? Like, God. And, hey, nigga. Hey, but my thing is this, man, and this just goes to show you that men is emotional. So, like, when you're a player, man, you're not, all right, bitch, if I spend 10 bands on that shit, bitch, and you acting weird, okay, bitch, get up, get out. Get the fuck up out of here. I'm not finna take your breasts out your chest, nigga. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that shit don't add up to me. You know what I'm saying? First of all, I always, as I got older, man, I'm not doing no arguing with no bitch. Bitch, you smell like prison. Absolutely. You smell like prison. Yeah, bitch, you smell like prison. Nah, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm about it. I'm not putting my hands on a woman, nigga. I'm a nigga, bitch, you smell like 5 years of my life taken. Nah, you can have that. Take the dog too, bitch, but get the fuck out. I'm not doing no fighting and none of that. Nigga, this nigga ripped this bitch breast and took the breast out of her chest. Oh, this little them light-skinned niggas. Look at them light-skinned niggas. Hella emotional. I don't need the yellow niggas in the comments saying like, hold on, Jab Turkey, I'm yellow. Hello, fella. It's all good, man. Let's go.
Okay, the official Ann, Jay Wright's baby mother.
Yes. First and foremost, I appreciate you stopping past and being able to talk to me for the moment. You reached out, and I definitely wanted to hear your story based on the facts and how you feel about the interrogation and basically the information you want to provide. And we can start from the very beginning.
EVE Online is a vast universe.
Honestly, first I'd like to thank you for putting this on your platform because it allowed a lot of people to see Justin for who he really is and not who Jay Wright is, but who Justin Lamont Wright actually is. It allowed people to see the manipulation and the delusion that this man has in his bloodstream because I've been saying this for years and years and years and nobody heard me. So I'm really, really thankful for you putting that out there. And also, it warns a lot of ladies and girls or males or whoever that domestic could really end really badly because this girl was only 20 and lost her life senselessly to domestic violence.
Right. So were y'all close?
Yes, me and Milana, we were actually, a lot of people do not know this and I've never said this because when the incident did occur, I went to the internet and I took down a lot of videos, but at a point we were in a romantic relationship, and you know, it started off with us being friends. We took a Vegas trip together, and it became really romantic, and we were roommates. So that was basically like my girlfriend.
Right. What do y'all call him for the public so they can know? His name was Jay Wright. He was a producer. He was a songwriter. He was a jeweler. They gave him life in prison for the demise of Yolanda. His interrogation is out, 2.5 hours long, and of course, there was a lot of things that he stated in that interrogation. Of course, a lot of it wasn't even pertaining to actual matter at hand. But what do you have to say about that?
First, I would like to say to do an act like that and then walk into a room and be completely calm. And we're not even going to talk about the delusional, I hear voices, but to be completely calm and then go into detail about Marvel Productions. And that is just scary to me. Like, I'm actually I got down on my knees and cried and thanked God that I'm alive, because that's actually very scary. Like, that's so detrimental to his character for him to be able to play that role for the whole entire time and not break character. But
right now, you know, as a man, let's talk about it. Hey, nigga, like, hey, what that bitch do? You know what I'm saying? Hey, nigga come home, nigga, he stick his dick in his motherfucking cookie jar and it smell like fish and it burn when he pee. What if like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when you dealing with shit like that, you know these bras be cheating. I'm not saying that's their situation, but what if, nigga, he like, bitch, why my dick smell like fish? Why my dick smell like fish? Bitch, every time I zip down my pants, I'm smelling fish. Who you been fucking? You know what I'm saying? Nigga, like, bitch, it pee when I burn. Let's stop playing, because, you know what, let me take that back. A young lady did lose her life because, you know, me, a little jokey joke, nigga. But it's not cool. Come on, don't get me started. I'll tell you what it really is. Let's go.
some things I do want to address and make very clearly is he made very terrible allegations upon saying that I attempted to murder his daughter. And all I can say about that is the investigation was done, and everybody who's close to me knows exactly what was happening in that particular situation. And the girl is safe and she's well and alive and with her mother. And I have no recollection of exactly what happened, but I do know that I was drugged and then I was in a state of psychosis, which means when you're chemically imbalanced, or for example, breastfeeding and not replenishing your nutrients, your brain, it just stops functioning and you just lose complete conscious of your actions. So I actually reached out to the property yesterday, and if anybody is so concerned, I could put that on public record of where we were staying and the dates. And they confirmed there was no police reports, no incident reports, no type of strange commotion, anything. And for somebody to say I tried to throw your child off of a balcony and no record of anything to be stated, it just seems like a lie. Just to be very clear.
If you don't mind me asking, just to give a little backstory, how did you guys meet?
I was 17 when I moved to Atlanta, and I met Justin because he is a songwriter, first and foremost. That's how I was introduced to him. And, I speak 3 languages. I was born in Kenya, so I struggle with songwriting. I know what I want to say, but I don't know particularly how I want to say it. So we were paired up. I was, as he said, dropped in the front of his doorstep, and we worked on a couple songs, and he convinced me to stay in his house because he had a 5-bedroom house, gave me my own room. And, we started working on my EP, which is actually out. It's called Letting Go. I don't promote it, though, because he owns the rights to everything. And from then on, it just became romantic. He introduced me to a lot of things, threesomes. It just got real wild. And then at 19, I got pregnant. We moved out to Tennessee and to Illinois, like he also stated in the video. And from then on, after COVID, this man financially...
So if she was 17, and how old was he? And was that legal? She was still a child. You see what I'm saying? Like, she wasn't, I don't know, in Atlanta, it's one of them states where you can be that motherfucking age, but in California, nigga, your ass going to prison. If she's 17 and you an adult nigga and you over there hitting that shit, yeah, you're going to prison, bro. You ain't no way in hell. You man, that she talking about that nigga introduced her to threesome. Now that's something like shit like that. He ain't told you to go lick that girl carpet. He ain't told you to put your tongue in her motherfucking asshole. He ain't tell you to nigga do all that shit. Like, listen, man, when it comes to shit like that, how can another man make two women eat each other motherfucking you know what I'm saying, motherfucking roast beef? How he make y'all eat each other out like that? You know what I'm saying? Tell him, News, you had to do it. Woo, got you. Nah, that ain't you funny. She'll throw up. Anyway, age consent in Georgia is 16. Fuck. So you mean it? Nigga, hell no. Hell no. They need to fix that. So you mean to tell me some fucking 40-some-year-old man could go have sex with a 16-year-old? Oh, hell no. Hell no. That's still a man. It's a lot of some perverse shit going on out there, man. 16, that's in most states. That shit ain't in California. Man, on my granny, I'm pretty sure, nigga, that's not gonna happen, bro. That's not gonna. And let a father find out that his daughter fucking a grown ass man at 16, nigga, man, it's gonna get ugly, bro. On my granny.
Started decreasing and mentally started decreasing as well. I guess, when a man goes from having it and showing that he has it all the time to not being able to be in those rooms with the same people, and people are starting to notice it, his pride and his ego kind of takes over and he starts diminishing the people around him. And that was me. He couldn't do it to his daughter, so he chose to do it to me. And by daughter, I mean Jayla, which is my daughter. She's 4 now. But Justin has 3 daughters. 3 daughters, Malia, Joy, and Jayla. So it's very disrespectful. And I'm so sorry to Malia that has to one day watch this video and see this monster say that I'm not the father of her. That's crazy.
So he is the father, correct?
Yes, he had to take paternity tests for when he was previously arrested before this in Iowa for all 3 children. And he has 3 daughters.
Okay. And so he meets you. When did Walana come into the picture to be with you
Walana
guys?
came into the picture around March 20th. Actually, the exact date, March 20th. My daughter was turning 2, and Walana did a lot of things. She was talented in many things, and one of them happened to be hair. So she was doing my hair at the time as well as some of my friends' hair, and I booked her, and I still have the DMs, to, go do Jayla's hair. So this whole narrative Cassandra has about I tried to pair them up because I thought they would be better for each other is false. And the murderer himself clarified it and said that we were once close, really friends. And, they started having their own relationships to the side. But that was March 20th that she went over there to do my daughter's hair. And then I realized that the pictures my baby father was uploading, Jayla's hair was not done. And from then on, she kind of just disappeared from the apartment. They both committed me to Grady Mental Hospital, psych ward.
Do you ever have that feeling of knowing that something is missing? You're meant for more, but not sure what.
And from then on, they were living together and just, traveling the world, having fun with my kid, playing house.
So you guys wasn't together, all together?
Absolutely not. When I came out of the mental hospital, Justin lied to me and said that I could come home and we could have our family like we had in Tennessee. And then I was forced to be in that apartment, literally tied 2 beds and couches for a month by the both of them, being pistol whipped, forced to drink urine.
So that's true. Those allegations is true. It said that he was mentored by R. Kelly. Do you want to?
Man, hold on, man. So you mean to tell me you come from Kenya? Y'all niggas eat elephants and motherfucking tigers and shit. You mean to tell me that you couldn't, nigga, get the best of that little yellow ass nigga? God damn, nigga said she was pistol whipped, nigga. Nigga made her ass drink urine. Piss. Nigga, the golden motherfucking shower around here. What the? Man, come on, man. This is us doing this to our own people, bro. To our own people. Let's go.
Speak on that a little bit.
Yes, you actually included one of the clips where he said that he started this music industry from R. Kelly's house. And one time Justin admitted to me of being sexually abused by R. Kelly, but that's another story for another time.
Okay.
Damn.
Okay. Yeah, that is. So the allegations of all three of you guys in a relationship at once, that's false.
I guess, I mean, you could say it was a relationship, a poly, but it was a force. I have had a previous poly relationship with Justin that was not forced, and me and the girl are still cool. So as far as relationships, yeah, we would have, sex at times, all three of us, but she was not interested in it because she didn't really want to have me in the picture. She wanted to have a different girl in the picture.
Mm-hmm.
But, that's what we were told to do, so we did it.
Okay. And how was life like living in the apartment?
It was honestly hell. I thought that I was dying every other day because I would get drugged. I would get starved. I used to eat their leftovers. When I would get thirsty, he would force me at gunpoint to drink my urine. Like, it was just very inhumane things. He had my Instagram, so he used to post just crazy, just lies. And I had a lot of important people following me at the time that, kind of just strayed away from me because of the crazy things that they were seeing posted on their Instagram, thinking it was me. He also was trying to sell my Instagram and scammed people for like $17,000 to buy my Instagram page. When the time he never planned on selling it.
Okay. So when Yolanda had lost her life, what was the allegations you was receiving? May she rest in peace.
Yes, may she rest in peace. And I was receiving allegations that I set her up because I was angry that she was around my baby father and my child. And honestly, I was at the mental hospital when this happened, thank God, because Justin actually called my mother and told my mother that he was on the way to come kill me, and anybody around that tried to stop it would die too. So immediately I was like, the only place I know I could hide where absolutely nothing can happen to me is the mental hospital. And I checked myself in, and 3 days later, I got a phone call, and I didn't know exactly what happened. I was just told that my daughter was with child services and that Justin had been arrested. They didn't tell me for what. And then my friend called me like an hour later. She told me. I asked one of the nurses to Google it and verify it for me. And I was stuck in there for 4 days with no outside contact, nothing. And when I came out, everybody was, oh my gosh, rest in peace. I can't believe he did this to you. I'm so sorry I wasn't there for you, because they thought it was me, because the caption was Justin, producer, songwriter, whatever.
Hey, so hold on. Let's talk about this. This nigga said he was sexually abused by R. Kelly. So you mean to tell me that R. Kelly like chili on his dick too? Not the fact that he did all that fucked up shit to them women, but R. Kelly like chili on his dick too. This nigga was fucking niggas in their butts and shit like that. Man, come on, man. Nigga, R. Kelly Jr., homie. Look, R. Kelly was a songwriter and producer. That shit, y'all know what they say, man. Hurt people. You know what I'm saying? And most time people do to others what's done to them. That's fucked up, cuz this nigga over here, man, come on, man.
Murder's long-term girlfriend, and I'm the only known long-term girlfriend, because once again, they only knew each other for 2 months.
So they only knew each other for 2 months prior to her losing her life?
Correct. Yes.
Does your bet tracker look like this? Well, I can show you exactly how you can start making your tracker actually look like this.
Wow.
They met March 20th, and she passed May 9th, Mother's Day. And I also
so your daughter was
apologize.
there in Iowa?
Yeah, she was actually in the room. My daughter is actually going through a lot right now, and that's what hurts me the most, is because my 4-year-old sits here and dismantles body parts of her Barbie dolls because she wants to see what's inside. And I can only imagine what she's seen Justin doing that day. When they picked up my daughter and she had to go to the emergency room, she has lost hearing in her right ear, and she had blood all over her because she was just trying to play with what she calls her favorite aunt. She didn't know what was happening.
Wow.
And for Justin's mother, may you rot in hell, because to not call the police after hearing a gunshot go off in your house, after knowing Justin's background, after knowing how trigger happy and violent he is, I'm so upset and disgusted as mother to mother, because that could have been my child.
You know for a fact that she heard the gunshot and didn't call.
Yes, I know for a fact.
How is that?
Because she told me that she was in her room and she thought that it was a movie. The gunshot was a movie. So you heard a gunshot and you thought it was a movie. And Justin plays the same, yeah, I was watching a Marvel movie and that's what my mother heard. Absolutely not. You cannot make me believe. I've never been in front of somebody getting shot personally. Actually, I lied. Because Justin, right before this, I was talking to a guy that he mentioned in the interrogation, and Justin pulled up to his house. We stayed at his house for hours until they came home, and he completely sprayed their car and house with Jayla in the car, and they were firing back, but the gun jammed. Thank God. So I know that a gun. This is documented because I reported it. But those are, people. They're in the streets. They're not finna go to the police. They're finna figure it out. But unfortunately, Justin jammed himself up before anything happened.
That haven't been displayed like prior to that, she possibly could have got help, or because a lot of people say that the interview that you guys did with all three, that she looked like she was, a little on edge.
I do believe she could have gotten help multiple times, because one incident was the interview. It was a time where actually her and the host went to the bathroom because they needed a key to get into the bathroom. So she could have said something then. Another time is Justin had brought us to get STD testings at CVS, and we reached out to one of my homegirls, and she was going to pull up and pick us up. But on the way back, Wilana was being very rude to Justin, and Justin, for the first time, and to my knowledge, Justin's never been physical with Wilana, because Wilana's bigger than me, and Wilana has made it clear and had stated in front of us, if Justin ever tried to do me the way he does you, he would have to kill me, because I would not stand for it. So, to my knowledge, and as to her mother's as well, he's never physically hit her. But this one time, he was like, oh no, I'm going to take you in the house and I'm going to show you, because Wilana was in the back seat and she kept calling Jayla annoying because Jayla wanted to play with her. So one thing about Justin, he do not play about his kids. He don't care who you are. He do not play about his kids. You could be his mama. I don't know if you heard the story about him beating his mother upside the head with a wooden chair, putting her unconscious and staples in her head because something they had to do with pasta.
Hey, girl, you know this ain't no LA nigga, because nigga, hey, let a little banana nigga look like that nigga put his hands on his mama? Oh no, nigga, you going to hell, buddy. Man, nigga would have knocked his block off. That nigga would have turned that nigga orange around this motherfucker. A black mama from California, they not going for no shit like that. Ain't no let his mama be from Louisiana, Atlanta, Texas. Nigga, they finna go up the ladder on this nigga, bro. Any man, shit, he couldn't make it in the California penitentiary system, because the fact that if niggas found out that you was beating, first of all, nigga, what you did to that broad, on top of that, you beating your mama. It's some mama's boys that's in prison doing life that handle this nigga for sure. Let's go.
So I guess my daughter, because she was vegan, not anymore, she put meat in the pasta and fed it to my daughter, and she got a wooden chair broken over her head.
Wow.
And the mother is an enabler, because personally, if my son would have hit me with any type of object, you're going to jail.
Right.
If I'm knowing, and she always used sitting here, she's telling me, would you rather cry in a Mercedes or a Toyota? And I'm like, you're right. He already did put me in a Benz. Why? The Benz came and got repoed because it was never bought. It was all a lie. Everything was a lie. The jewelry was a lie. Most of the jewelry he was selling was not even real diamonds. Most of the jewelry he sold didn't even sell because he kept for himself.
Wow.
This man was a very good con artist, and he's very believable. Like
he was saying that he owed people in an interrogation.
Sorry?
He was saying that he owed people in the interrogation when he was getting locked up, assuming that he was getting out. some jury.
Right.
Do you know anything about that?
All right, let's get.
Yes. Like.
All right, so let's get to the comments. Nina, you believe this woman? I'm gonna play the interrogation. The dude is in prison right now. His name is Jay Wright. If you go follow the story, he kind of admit to a lot of the things that she's already saying, bro. You see what I'm saying? She like you know, the poly relationship and all that shit, him putting his hands on her. She got evidence, bro. You can see the bruises, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like now the mama part, I that's far-fetched, bro. You know what I'm saying? I can't see no mama just let her son, nigga, you know, bust her head. She got to get staples in her head, nigga. You bust her shit to the meat cleaver, and then your mama still cool with you? Nah, nigga, you ain't her, man. Shit, nigga, I can't believe that part, bro. I don't, you know, but if it is true, nigga, some mamas love their kids so much they just want their kids around. But if that's the case, bro, yeah, the nigga damn bad. You see what I'm saying? But one of the young ladies lost their life. You see what I'm saying? She had a baby by her. You know what I'm saying? By him. You know what I'm saying? Jay Wright, he's in prison. You see what I'm saying? So obviously, whatever he does, they was able to convict that nigga on that shit. He crashed out. You see what I'm saying? This is an emotional killer. This is somebody who reacted and retaliated based off of what somebody said that affected his emotion, that hurt his feelings. So, you know, you need proof? He's in prison. How can he's? I'm gonna play the interrogation afterwards. You can tell a nigga lying in the interrogation room. You know what I'm saying? But I don't believe everything a woman say, but I'm not gonna sit up here and say that she, you know, if you got to see the interrogation. I'll play it after this, bro. Let's go.
Like he said, Remarkable's brother, Eazy-E's daughter's brother, he owes jewelry, and it's a June pendant because this man's name is June, and free him, he gets out 2025. But he was walking around with the pendant saying that
recordings just got better. Hey, it's Dana from StreamYard. I'm so excited to announce that
it was saying June because his birthday is in June because he's a Gemini. His birthday is June 10th. So it was just like the delusion. Or he would buy a pendant, 2 pendants for $8,000 and sell each for $30,000. The delusion. And because he was verified before you could buy verifications, everybody fell for it.
Yeah, he said he only like the verification for you know.
Getting pussy.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
You good.
Yeah. But also I want to clarify one thing. I really, really enjoyed the ending when the interviewer looked at his phone and he said, I just received a police report from 9 days ago, which would be April 27th. This man tried to murder me. I'm an R&B artist. I could not sing the same ever again because of the amount of force he used to strangle me. Not to mention that he paid for my implants and then, you know, give me the titties back. Yeah, he took an implant out because I did not want to pay him back the money because I was no longer going to be with him. Wow. So after removing it was not healed all the way. So he literally ripped it out. Ripped me up plastic. Yeah. So after that, he proceeded to choke me and he thought I was unconscious because I literally peed and shit myself. And then he went to the balcony to tell Wilana to bring the U-Haul truck so they could do whatever they wanted to do. Because trust me, if this happened to Wilana in Atlanta, he would have still been outside. If this happened to me in Atlanta, he would have still been outside. But he did this in a place where people were looking for somebody. Me, I've been missing for months and months, and my mom will just assume I'm being grown with my fiance, by the way, because we were engaged, and my child. So, you know, I escaped because once I heard him say, you know, bring the U-Haul truck, come around back, because the cameras are only in the front, I got up and I ran butt naked into a Costco, and that's where I went to Grady for 4 days, got a lot of treatment. Like, he used to have sex with me so hard, like I would bleed, like he would just be purposely trying to hurt me. He would always ejaculate inside of both of us because he wanted a son so bad. And yeah, it was just ridiculous.
Damn, man. Sorry you had to go through all that.
Yeah.
It's very unfortunate.
Very.
Is there anything else you would want the people to know?
I just want the people to know that what's done in the dark always comes to light. And, you know, if you don't believe in God, like, I'm a living, walking, and breathing testimony.
All right, let's talk about it, man. Dang, man. So y'all heard her side. I'm finna play his side. Y'all gonna get a chance to see what he's saying. But woo, man. Where are the ladies at in the motherfucking comment section? What would y'all do if that little light-skinned nigga did y'all like that? If that nigga Jay Wright nigga did y'all like that, what the fuck would y'all do? You know what I'm saying? This nigga made her drink her own piss. She a little one, so I'm pretty sure she like a poodle. You know what I'm saying? He over there scaring a dog shit out her ass. You see what I'm saying? Salute, gang. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Man, if it was a fly on every wall, man, the flies would see, bro. You what up with it? Shout out to Chicago. I see you in here. All right, man. So I see y'all drop y'all. Y'all ain't talking about nothing. So all right, so let's get to the nitty gritty, man. So now we finna play the interrogation. Let's check out his side of the story. Y'all be the judge and the jury. Y'all be able to tell if he's lying, if he's not. You know what I'm saying? So
nobody wins when the family feels.
News.
Willana was kind. She had a magnetic personality and that smile to die for. Just, you know, she loved to smile.
A grieving mother is sharing her daughter's story in hopes it will help prevent domestic violence. 20-year-old Willana Bibbs was shot and killed in Davenport on Mother's Day.
Her boyfriend, 31-year-old Justin Wright, is facing a first-degree murder charge in her death. Tonight, TV6's Spencer Mackey shares what her mother wants the community to know.
So that would have probably been her last call trying to get to me. And I'm real sick about it.
It was the morning of Mother's Day when Cassandra Bibbs got a text from her daughter.
She said, "Hey, Mom, happy Mother's Day. I love you and appreciate you for everything you do. Love, Bud, call me." And she told me to call her.
Later in the day, she gave her daughter a call and got no answer. But while at work, she noticed several missed calls.
She called me about 4 times in a row, like back to back to back to back.
Her daughter, 20-year-old Willana Bibbs, was in Davenport with her boyfriend, 31-year-old Justin Wright. According to Willana's mom, they were in the area for a birthday party.
That relationship they had was toxic.
Cassandra says the couple fought, and Wright was controlling.
I think that he might have been just a little bit jealous of the relationship we had because we always called her, we always checked on her.
And just before 1:30 on May 9th, Davenport police responded to the 1500 block of Calvin Street for a disturbance. It was there Willana was pronounced dead by first responders. Justin Wright is facing a first-degree murder charge.
You know, we just saying share Willana's story, and maybe it will help somebody else going through domestic violence.
Cassandra says she's heartbroken.
That was my sweetheart. That was my sweetheart. That was my sweet baby.
And she thinks about her daughter every single day.
I am truly missing her. Truly.
But her trust in God is helping her through the grieving process.
I think without that faith and that hope, it would be like having nothing.
In Davenport, Spencer Mackey, TV6 News.
Trial out of Scott County. 33-year-old Justin Wright was found guilty of killing his then-girlfriend, 20-year-old Willana Bibbs. This happened in May of 2021 in a house on Calvin Street where Bibbs was shot and killed. A jury found Wright guilty on first-degree murder charges, and he is scheduled to be sentenced on June 14th.
Nobody wins when the family feels.
But they always had to be young and he wanted them to be submissive.
How you like the industry, man?
I actually got in the industry through R. Kelly.
Dope.
Grew up with my mom. And I just came in that way. He seen me doing some stuff. I started doing music when I was like 8 years old. So by the time I was like 12, he had caught wind of what I was doing.
Okay.
And he was like, "Man, dude, come to the studio." And I started writing songs.
Shout out my lip forever. That's dope, man. So R. Kelly, you started from R. Kelly.
Yeah.
Was it his personal studio or y'all kind of
Yeah, we was actually working out of his house. Yeah, for sure.
Word, man. So I see you got the blue check on Instagram, man. So that means you official.
you know, the blue check has got me vagina. That's all I say. That's it. That's the only reason I wanted it. I didn't care about nothing else. I just knew what it was going to.
At times I ask myself where I went wrong. I changed myself to feel like I belong. Put on a mask to try and have some friends over and over again.
Of course. But you got two lovely young ladies on the couch.
True.
Who are they?
So I'm gonna actually let them introduce themselves because I don't like to tell other people's stories.
We don't need a mic.
Good evening. It's TV6's Montse Ricosa on the scene of a domestic disturbance, is what we believe. Well, what police have told us so far. But this is on the 1500 block of Calvin Street, and police have been here for over 7 hours at this point.
You know, some of this stuff I can't fathom. It's like I was talking to Ann. I can't fathom why she wouldn't have left this dude or not want to, you know, introduce Willana to him, knowing what type of dude that he was to her. Right. She told me she thought that he would treat Willana different.
I know that was a lot for an intro, family, but I wanted you guys caught up. You see, the last video I did had to go in the members only. Now, because of that, I wanted to request the interrogation. 2 weeks later, I got it. So in this video, we're about to hear from a producer who's held responsible for taking the life of his girlfriend on Mother's Day just 2 years ago. I'm gonna let you guys hear his reasoning and what he did and how he went about the situation. But before we get into this one, remember, I don't give you no angle. I just give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We're gonna jump right to it. With a long intro, you guys are about to see the full interrogation. I took out all the skips and the lounging throughout the process. It's Justin L. Wright, 34 years old. He was just sentenced to 25 years in prison for the demise of his then girlfriend, 20-year-old Willana Bibbs. May she rest in peace and love and condolences to her family. They was allegedly in a polygamy relationship. Justin, he was a jeweler, a songwriter, a producer, and a singer.
I just have PTSD, so the door just...
Oh,
yeah.
The jump from it?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm with you there. I apologize.
That's not your fault.
Justin, what's your last name?
Right, WRIGHT.
What's your birthday?
6/10/89.
And you got a phone number?
My phone is not on right now.
If I needed to get a hold of you, is there any number that's working right now? Anything like that?
I was gonna get another phone.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool. What's an address for you, Justin?
35 Atlanta. And that's you. Mm-hmm. It's 30341.
I'm getting down south too often. Not often enough.
Man, I wish I wouldn't have came back. No.
With you. You're not under arrest right now.
He already went over him. You don't even have to do that.
I'm gonna do it
just for your own comfort.
You know how, like, you probably wouldn't want somebody else talking about your jewelry and selling it for you.
Right.
Is that a fair?
Understand. My daughter. I've never been away from my daughter this long.
Is your daughter
the two is like some place called like PlayStation or something like that. So
I went there. The trampolines.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
So we went there, but I was late because
I think it's called Helium.
Maybe, yeah. So I missed that.
Okay.
I completely missed their party. So I got there when they were leaving, like walking out. Then Joy stayed with me. I've been taking Joy to school and like daycare, picking her up from daycare like this whole week before they left. So I've been staying at my mom's, and we all been sleeping right there. I don't know if you've seen. Well, you didn't.
I was not up there.
But there was like a little fake bed that was in the living room where we've been sleeping at.
Like an air mattress type thing.
It's like a beanbag mattress. I don't know where they got it from. It's crazy.
Okay. And it was it just you and Jayla that drove up?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I know it sounds like you and Jayla's mom have some issues.
Really?
Are you currently dating, in a relationship?
Mm-mm.
Anything?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Okay. That gives me some good background. So you're just came in town because of some family stuff. It happens to be your daughter's birthday.
James' dad just went into the ICU. My aunt, Dixie, she just had like 4 surgeries. So it's been like, you know how it goes when there's something bad happening. It's always in threes.
Right.
Yeah, that's what my mom always taught me.
I was saying a similar thing not too long ago, Justin.
So that's the only reason we stayed this long, or I would have just left. and then it was my nephew's birthday on the 7th, so which was yesterday. So I would have left, but then my mom started feeling some kind of way because her husband's dad was in the ICU, and then her aunt is probably about to die. Both of them, like I think all three of them, are probably about to actually die. So my mom was doing bad, so I stayed. But I've been telling her like my PTSD is bad. I need to go back home.
Okay, and your plan? When were you planning on heading back home?
I literally was like in the middle of like putting my stuff in the car when the officers came up. Like I didn't know what was going on. My computer is on my mom's stairs. Like that was here already. Somebody brought it to her, and I was just taking it. That was the only thing I was missing.
You said you were trying to get back home because you have like a cable company appointment tomorrow
AT&T,
morning.
AT&T at 9 in the morning. And I pray I'm gonna make it, but I don't know now.
Okay, let's talk about, for me, let's just go from like last night forward. Like, the weekend, Saturday, you guys doing anything?
We don't do anything. And my PTSD is so bad, I don't even like to go outside for real. Like if it's not family or work, I don't go outside. I'm the same way.
I hear you. So last night, you guys do anything special? Just kicking it?
It was my nephew's birthday, so like he came in. I know him and my sister and Jock, they went out to eat to I think Osaka or somewhere. I don't know where they went. I'm allergic to rice, so I couldn't go. Stupid, right?
It's a new one. I had a lady tell me the other day, she was talking to me about how she's allergic to grass, and that seems like a pretty awful one.
I didn't know that was humanly possible.
Yeah.
People say the same thing about rice though.
Right.
So I couldn't go. So me and Jayla just stayed. My mom and James have been like sad, so they've really been enjoying getting time with Jayla because in reality, out of her 2 years, they've only really been around her. This would be like the 4th time.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because I don't get to come up here very often, and then they don't get to go down there very often. So
it's definitely a trip.
That's all we really did. I watched the new Mortal Kombat movie. It was all right. It was okay. It was kind of a letdown.
Yes and no. Compared to that first one.
Exactly.
Again, I found it wasn't like it was great acting or anything, but I found it entertaining. I didn't realize that whole time that new guy was just like a new character.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I go, he's going to turn into fucking Scorpion.
He's not a new character. He's been on the games and in the comics.
Has he? Like
forever.
Like armored dude?
Forever and always. If you go back.
Help me understand this. A young lady lost her life, and this nigga is talking about movies and shit, cuz. And that nigga, boy, he ain't get up out of. I bet you he had no idea either, man. That nigga, you could tell. Look how the nigga voice pattern is, bro. Like this nigga has no idea, man. There's something wrong with this nigga for real, bro. For real. Let's go.
I can get like Mortal Kombat 10 or any of those games. He's on there, but I don't like the way they told the storyline. Yeah. And then the special effects were really bad. That's what really did it for me.
I did like when Spinny Hat Dude ran that person through his like razor hat.
Right. That wasn't bad. And then I watched the Marvel Falcon and
Winter Soldier.
Yeah. I just finished that too. So that's what I spent my night doing. I watched all 6 episodes.
Not a terrible night.
No, I'm a Marvel guy, so that's my favorite thing to do.
That's what I did last weekend.
See, I'm just a little late.
What about today? Like, start from the beginning of your day for me today. Like, would you know what time you get up?
Probably like 10, 11. I got up whenever my daughter was crying. She peed on herself.
Okay.
Yeah, she's still being potty trained. 2
years old.
Well, she's usually potty trained. This is the problem, right? So at home we have a potty for her. Mm-hmm. So she's used to going to the potty. Here we don't have the seat or a potty. So she's just been going in her pull-up. So she won't even tell me. We've been here for a week now. She won't even tell me when she has to go. So she peed on the couch. So that's what woke me up. Is her saying, "Daddy, I need juice," and I peed. Yeah, that's her 2 things. So that's what I woke up doing. And then I rewatched the last 2 episodes of the Marvel thing because I kind of was falling asleep on them. So I rewatched those, and then we just been chilling.
Who all is at the house today?
When I got up, it was just, I think, my mom. I want to say everybody else might have been gone. I'm not too sure. Her house is kind of a commotion, and then they sneak in and out the door so fast, like I don't even know when they leave. So
Okay.
I'm not sure. I think it was just my mom. And then I left for a little while. I was, like I said, I was about to go clean the car. And then I came back. I changed my mind and came back.
Okay. So mom was there when you get there, and I know you're watching some TV.
Mm-hmm. Like the Marvel show is probably still on the TV.
And you think you might have gotten her up around 10 or 11-ish.
Mm-hmm. I'm not sure though.
I want to say those last episodes were a little longer.
Well, it wasn't even that they were longer. It was like,
well, I'm just trying to time up.
He got the new suit and things like that.
Yeah.
I kind of fell asleep on like the beginning of 5, woke up in the middle because it was like 4 or 5 in the morning when I was watching this stuff, because I watched the Mortal Kombat and then watched all of those episodes back to back.
And
so
that took me, I mean, it takes almost 6 hours.
Right.
Ish.
Right. Exactly.
40, 50 minutes long at least.
Exactly. And then I
all right, come on, let's talk about it, cuz this nigga, man. Hey, this nigga this nigga's talking about a motherfucking Marvel movie, my nigga. Knowing that somebody just lost their life at his mama house, that nigga. You see what I'm saying? So what? Hold on, man. Where we at with that, man? What y'all think about that in the comments, though, bro? This nigga telling you about sound effects, all this other crazy ass shit, but nigga, yo bitch, nigga, yo baby mama, nigga, just got killed in your motherfucking house, and the only people was in that house is you, your baby mama, and your mama. Come on, homie. What it say? I believe her. This ninja crazy. He's sitting in a homicide talking like he hope to see his daughter. That nigga ain't finna see his daughter. That nigga ain't about to. Nigga, I ain't never. Nigga, you miss your daughter motherfucking birthday. He's deflecting for sure. But nigga, the whole time nigga talking about he ain't been away from his daughter this long. Man, this nigga is batshit crazy, bro. Come on.
cooked yesterday too, so I cooked a pot of like vegan spaghetti because I'm vegan. So
so once you wrap up watching, what do you do?
I'm just chilling. I don't do anything. I just kick my feet up and watch and eat popcorn with my daughter. That's like.
So Joy was watching with you. Or Jayla.
Joy's gone.
Jayla.
I tried to make all my daughters be named Jay Wright because I don't have a son, so I feel like my legacy is gonna be over.
I'm with you. Jayla, she was just watching you. Are you just watching right in the living room where you're?
Yeah, and then she goes. Yeah, and then she goes back and forth. So she'll like do something, and she's like, "Grandma, grandma," and she'll run to the back or paw, that type of stuff. So she was doing that.
So the room your bedroom or makeshift bedroom is in.
I was in the living room.
It is in the living room. Is that on like the main level?
Oh, well, when you come in my mom's house, it's split level.
It's split. Okay.
So as soon as you come in the door, you either go upstairs or downstairs.
Okay.
So it's up the stairs, like directly up the stairs.
Who else is your mom's bedroom and stuff upstairs?
Everybody.
All the bedrooms upstairs?
Yeah, and then there's another bedroom downstairs that they use kind of for storage. And there's a bathroom down there, and that's the bathroom I use because I don't like to be bothered by other people. Yeah, you know. Like to get a little privacy. It's the laundry room and bathroom down there.
Okay. So again, after you're wrapped up watching, what do you do?
Well, I talked to my mom for a second. We were talking about whether I was going to stay for barbecue or not. She was kind of begging me to stay for barbecue, and I was like,
they're getting ready to barbecue today.
They bought some vegan food for me. It's Mother's Day. They wanted to barbecue and all that, and I was kind of like, I want to. I love barbecue. I want to make some barbecue sauce. We have our own family barbecue sauce. So I was like, I really want to make some barbecue sauce to take back. But I've been waiting on this cable for like 3 weeks. Yeah. And if I miss this appointment in Atlanta, it might take another 3 weeks of me not having internet, and I do all of my business online.
Right.
So it's like I really need this internet.
So in you guys is talking, did you decide like you were heading out then?
Yeah, and that's why I said I'm gonna go clean out my car real quick. because I had like some snacks that I packed. Like it's a banana that went bad in the car that was my daughter's and stuff like that. So I was like, I just need to go somewhere and throw all of this stuff away real quick, like to clean out the car before we get back on the road.
So did you do that?
No, I ended up like driving around. Like I drove in a circle for a second, and my PTSD like was really acting up, and I didn't want to go anywhere by myself. So I came back. I was like, I'll just, grab some trash bags, throw it in here, and we'll just go.
Do you remember where you drove?
I drove like up to Locust and like back. Do
you remember where you turned around, anything like that? So up to Locust,
I probably went to Locust and probably came back on that like back street or something. I don't know.
Calvin does go all the way up there.
It goes all the way, but I didn't come back on Calvin. I came back on a different street and came around. Like I know that.
Okay.
I came around the other way. I get really indecisive sometimes, and I'll just like drive in a circle.
No.
Yeah.
It's easy to do around here. Traffic's probably a little different than down in
It's so
Atlanta.
easy. It's so easy here.
So what happens after you get home?
I literally was coming in. I took some trash bags outside, and then when I came back, there was an officer walking up. Like that's literally as soon as I was getting there was an officer coming up.
Okay. When you said you came in and got trash bags, where did you go to get the trash bags?
I came straight up the stairs into the kitchen under the sink, and I came right back down the same way.
Sorry, you'll have to forgive
No, you're
me.
good.
My brain's trying to
Take your
remember
time.
what you told me and then what other people. So, and I hate to do this, but I have to get as specific as I can with you. When you get back to the house, where do you park the car? Do you
Right
park
in the driveway. It's in the driveway.
In the
still.
driveway.
Mhm.
Is it? Again, I apologize because I wasn't up there. Is it a double garage or a single garage?
Yep, it's a double garage.
Double garage.
Mhm.
And
So my mom's car is parked on one side, and I just swung in on the other side.
Okay. And so if I'm like looking up at the house,
It's on the left side.
it's on the left
Mhm.
side, which I suppose would be the south side.
Is the station south from her house or?
Wait, no, her house is on the east side of the street. So the left side would actually be the north side.
Okay, see, that's what I thought. I didn't want to correct you though, but that's what I thought.
My house is on the west side, so when I'm looking at my house, left is south. So when you go in the house, how do you go in the house?
I just went straight in the front door, ran straight into the kitchen because I thought I was leaving real fast, so I was just gonna grab some bags. And my computer was already sitting, like my tower that I was taking with me was already sitting at the top of the stairs. I had put that there like a day before. So I literally was just gonna grab some trash bags, then put everything in the trash and put it in her garbage can right there, then grab my computer and my daughter and go.
Okay. You didn't have like other packing or anything to do?
I'd already put like my my backpack and stuff, like the car was already packed for the stuff that we needed. I think I had to grab like a couple of outfits of Jayla's that were dirty, but other than that, everything was right there in the living room though.
When you get home, is the garage door open or closed?
I'm not sure. I think it was open though. Okay. Pretty sure it was open.
But you went in the front door and then came out the front door, and you said that an officer was already out front.
No, he was as I was about to go back outside, he was coming up. So I thought it was something else. So I did like I always do. I went out the back door when the officer was there, and I was about to go clean my car out.
All right, so you see how this nigga, he's talking real monotone. He talking real soft. He's portraying his innocent fucking image. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to portray that he's a good person, a good-hearted person. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can just tell by the detail, nigga, by how the choice of movies he watch. He's a vegan. Everything about him it poses to be organic. You see what I'm saying? I believe in magic. I done seen a dog turn into a frog before, so I know, nigga, it could get ugly, man. What up with it? Ohio in the building, man. But nah, man, this shit is crazy. This nigga beating around a bush like a motherfucker. What that got to do with the price of tea in China, man? This young lady lost her motherfucking life, and you sitting up here playing with this shit, man.
and then they put me in handcuffs.
So you saw the officer out the front door. You saw
No,
him.
no, no. I talked to him
before you came outside.
I was already like on my way to come back outside, and the officer was right there.
Okay.
And my mom was saying something to him already. Like as I was about to come back outside, I took the trash bags in. Well, I came in, grabbed the trash bags, came back out, put the trash bags in the car, came back inside because I was about to grab the computer and stuff.
Okay.
And then that's when I heard somebody outside, and I came and peeked and seen it was an officer. My mom was talking to the officer, so I'm thinking something happened with the neighbors. Don't have nothing to do with me. So I kept going.
But so where's your mom talking to the officer when you saw him? Was she inside or outside?
I can't remember. She was either like at the front door or by the garage because they're kind of like, in the same area. I can't really remember exactly where she was at though.
Okay. I apologize because I'm going to back up a little bit on you.
Come on.
Before you ran to clean the car out, who do you remember being at the house? So Jayla's home because
just Jayla and my mom. I asked my mom to watch Jayla as I left.
Do you know where your sister and you call him Jock?
Yeah, his name is Jock. Yeah, Jacquees. It's extra weird.
Very French of him.
Never heard of a black guy named Jock before. It's my first.
They weren't home?
I'm not sure. I didn't see their car outside, but I don't know. They keep their door closed because their room is so nasty. My mom hates.
Do they only have one car?
Yeah.
What kind of car do they drive?
It's like a maroon or red SUV. I'm not sure what it is. They didn't have it the last time I was here.
Gotcha. So, did you see your sister or Jock or Josh at all today?
I've seen Joshua this morning. Yeah.
But you don't know where he was?
Nah, so Joshua wakes up at he's autistic, so he wakes up super early and he wants to bother you and hug you and kiss you and all that. So I remember him waking me up this morning, saying, "Uncle, I love you," hugs and stuff like that. He just turned 9, but I don't know what time it was. I know that was today, and he did it yesterday, and every day since I've been here.
And then you went back to sleep, I imagine.
Right, exactly.
Understandable. So you see your mom talking to the cop either, and I'm not.
I want to say I want to say she was in the driveway already. I really do want to say, but I'm not 100% sure, so I just don't want to.
And you went out the back door and around just to get to your car. And
well, I seen they were right there, so I didn't want to try to push past them. Like I seen the officer and said something to the officer while he was talking to my mom, so it wasn't like I was trying to hide, like I wasn't there or anything. It was just I was really trying to clean out my car, and I thought something happened with her neighbors or something.
Okay. Did you?
This nigga lying, man.
While you're moving in and out, or before you left, or anything, did you see anything going on with neighbors, or hear arguing?
So I just know it's Mother's Day, and I know how people are on holidays, especially in that neighborhood. And she has some neighbors. Their kid is kind of wild.
So let's talk about it though, right? Yeah. Nigga don't have no lawyer present, no lawyer to represent him at all in this interrogation room. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, man, this shit is just, for me, I'm like, nigga, this nigga singing like Jodeci, nigga. You see what I'm saying? Like, this nigga is literally singing like Jodeci. You talking about everything. And look, what they doing is they willing that nigga in. See, he's trying to, see, I see what they be doing. You see, they get you to talk all that shit. You trying to remember what you was watching, what you was eating. And then when they start asking him the hard questions, they go watch him choke up. Watch this. It's about to come right now. Let's go.
Wow. So I just assumed that it had something to do with the neighbor Kevin and his son.
Okay. Do you know where James was?
He wasn't there either. He had left earlier. I think he had maybe went to go check on his dad. Like I said, his dad is just in the hospital.
Okay.
They just put stents in his legs, and they were talking about putting him in hospice. So he's been up super early every morning to go see him.
None of that is any good
at all.
Earlier you said something that kind of caught my attention, and I don't know why. But you said we have a toilet back home. Do you mean you and Jayla, or
me and Jayla?
Is it just you two?
It's just me and Jayla. It's been me and Jayla since Child Services gave me her in December. So it's been me and her since December, 100%. And before that, it was just me and her because her mom is schizophrenic. She tried to murder my other daughter, and she like cut her face up with a knife and cut her hair and tried to throw her off a 7-story balcony. Like, yeah. Schizophrenic all the way. She said the paintings on the wall told her to do it.
Hold on now. If y'all remember, that's the baby mama who was speaking in the beginning of when we started this reaction. That's the singer, the R&B singer out of Atlanta. Remember when she said that he tried to say that shit? Now this is when it come in with this nigga telling them lies, cuz. Watch this.
Yeah, that's when I found out she was schizophrenic. Like, I didn't know before that there was anything wrong with her. Yeah, and I left her and came back and found my daughter in a pool of blood.
Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna run through your day as we talked about it, make sure I have it correctly. Last night or this morning, however you want to put it, you're up late watching whatever. Go to sleep real early this morning. Get up maybe around 10 or 11 because J-Lo
peed on the couch, and her favorite thing to say is, "Daddy, juice."
Right. And then after you're done watching, you end up having a conversation with your mom.
After I watched J-Lo.
But probably even before that, it sounds like maybe there's a family barbecue or something planned for Mother's Day. But you were going to talk to mom about rocking out.
I told her the night before. She was trying to bribe me with the vegan food, but yeah. She was trying to bribe me with it.
And you guys talked and you decided you were going. So did you asked her to watch J-Lo so you could go clean the car out?
I was going to go to the car wash in Rock Island on like 11th Street.
Any reason you're heading all the way over there?
My grandmother's from that side, so I know Rock Island better than Davenport. I just feel more comfortable, even with my PTSD. I just feel more comfortable in Rock Island.
Because anymore, I tell you what, since you've been gone, they just keep fucking popping up those car washes with like they lure you in with like the free vacuums and all that shit.
That's Atlanta things. We got $5 car washes. It's like the fully automated one with the free vacuums.
You roll the one wheel up, and then it
locks it,
drags you through.
Yep.
Yeah, they're putting those up everywhere. Around like every new building. I'm like, cool, we're getting
so cheap.
Is it a new restaurant? And no, it's another fucking car wash. And I go, what am I going to use that for?
$20,000 to open. That's why.
Yeah, well, then
that's why.
I think there's some decent profit margins.
100%. 100%.
On that.
I looked into it. That's the only reason I know.
So you go to head. You head up towards Locust.
Yeah.
End up looping back around.
I think I drove around maybe 3 times before I decided that I was gonna.
Any idea like how long you were gone?
Maybe like 10, 15 minutes. It wasn't long. It wasn't long at all.
Come back home, park in the driveway on the left side of the driveway. You said your mom's car is right there. Does somebody park in the garage?
Her other car.
Oh, she's got
a brand new car that she refuses to drive.
Well, why not?
Right.
And when you get back home, you go inside, you get some trash bags. And it's just mom and Jayla there that you see. You don't see Brittany or Jock or.
And their car wasn't there when I got back, so I assumed they were gone already.
Okay. Do you know what their plans were or anything? Or
my sister is one of those people that spends all of her husband's money. So every day they get up so she could spend his money. He works at John Deere. Okay. So every day they get up and leave.
And go shopping for this, that, or the other. How old are you?
I'll be
29, so you're what?
How old will I be?
32
I'm
this year?
32 this year. I was like, damn, how old am I?
How old's your sister?
She's 4 years older than me, so she'll be 36.
Okay, She's right around my age.
Yeah, she'll be 36 May 28th.
Okay. How do you and Brittany get along?
Not very well. We've never really got along.
Okay.
Ever.
How's it been since? I mean, because you've been back for a little over a week.
About a week. We haven't really seen each other.
Okay.
Because, like I said, she stays in her room, like that room. So if you go in my mom's upstairs, there's the living room. Then you take a left, and the first thing is a closet, and then it's the bathroom. Then my sister's room, my mom's room's at the end of the hallway, and then Joshua's room.
Okay, so Josh gets his own room.
Mm-hmm,
That's cool.
So they stay in that one room because it's so they are hoarders.
Okay.
So they don't really leave the room. My mom doesn't like their door to be open because she doesn't want anyone to see how disgusting it is. So I don't really see them. And then my sister sleeps all day long. So Jock will get up with Joshua and take him to school and make sure he eats and all of that stuff. So yesterday I made him eggs, vegan eggs and vegan sausages and stuff.
Just to try it.
Well, when he's in Atlanta, he had just came to Atlanta for Jayla's birthday, and I had him eating vegan stuff. So
Josh did?
Yeah, the little 9-year-old. He came with my mom. My mom and James came, and they brought Joy. So she would have her sister because I'm a single dad. It's just us every single day. So it was really cool that they came. But I've been trying to get everybody to eat healthier. I've been vegan for 5 years. So I've been trying to get everybody to eat healthier. Our family members died from a lot of health-related food problems. So I've been trying to get everybody, even if you don't eat it all the time, hey, try it. So yesterday I made them some cheesy eggs and stuff. But I didn't see Brittany yesterday either.
Okay.
That was the whole point of that. I didn't see Brittany yesterday.
But you guys typically don't.
We don't get along very well. We were the brother and sister that got into a lot of fights with each other growing up. Mm-hmm. She pulled a knife on me growing up. Yeah, she's
how old were you guys when that happened?
Young. We were minors. Okay. They definitely brought us down here though.
Really?
Yeah, it was bad. We were that.
She just pulled it on you. Did she cut you or anything like that?
She cut me, and they wouldn't let me tell that she cut me. Your mom. No. I have a scar on my stomach from it.
Okay.
It goes all the way down still.
How old do you think you were when that happened?
Probably 8 or 9, and she was 4 years older than me. She's the big sister that made me eat grass, and I almost died.
Right. Wow.
I love her though. It's still my sister, but
hey, I'm with you there. I have siblings.
Yeah, exactly.
Is she your only sibling?
I have a half brother too that I just don't speak to at all.
Okay. Is he around really much at all?
I haven't spoken to him. The people that I first met in Atlanta, I got robbed and almost killed in Atlanta. That's one of the reasons for my PTSD.
Right.
My brother set it up because him and my sister, they don't like my success.
Okay.
So I have a really nice condo downtown Atlanta. Mm-hmm. I've always had nice cars and jewelry, and my business is going well. So they're not happy about it. So my own brother set me up to be robbed, and his friends robbed me and tried to kill me.
Is he down? Do you have family down in Atlanta? Is that how you ended up down there?
I just went because that's where I was a musician at first. So in 2007, I think I was on the front page of the Quad City Times.
What'd you play?
I'm a rapper. Well, I was a rapper and songwriter. So I toured for BET in 2007. They put me on the front page of the newspaper here, and my career has just kind of been going up ever since. So I've done that. I've written songs for Justin Bieber and people like that. Done a lot of cool stuff, and it doesn't make them happy. And my mom always says that my sister is jealous of me, and I know my brother's jealous of me. I don't even have to ask him on that.
What's your brother's name?
Brandon Williamson.
Where does he live?
Last time I heard of him, he lived here in Rock Island or Davenport.
He's still
in this area
local.
though. Yeah, he's in this area.
So part of the reason I'm asking you about how you get along with your family, that kind of stuff, is I know, and forgive me for the brevity of this, but in talking to your mom, she was telling one of the officers.
Look how long, man. Yeah, I want y'all to see how the detectives play games, man. They letting this nigga run his fucking mouth for at least a good little 30 minutes, 40 minutes, and some shit like that. And none of this has relevance to the girl being murdered. Nigga, you talking about fucking eating vegan sausage and vegan eggs, everything under the sun. And if y'all don't see what he's doing, this nigga's deflecting at this point. He's completely deflecting. He's ranting about nothing. None of this serves no purpose to what he's actually in there for. You see what I'm saying? And this is probably how they caught his ass up. Number one, that empty chair that's sitting right there, it should be a lawyer right there. Yeah, this nigga going down, bruh.
Detectives that, like, shortly before the police showed up, that some kind of argument took place, and she said you were arguing with somebody. Were you arguing with?
The only time you could say I argue with people is on the phone or like Instagram.
Okay.
I'm one of those.
Were you? And I guess I know your phone's out. Were you on the phone with anybody arguing?
No.
Anything like that?
No. Sometimes my mom thinks I'm like yelling or arguing with people, like when it's Marvel things and stuff like that, because she'll hear me in the living room and she'll be in the back. But I wasn't arguing with anybody.
Okay.
I don't have anything to argue. Like I've been so happy for like the last, maybe like month since Jayla's birthday. Like, it's been rough. Like Jayla's mom stole everything from me, put a fake charge on me so her and her new boyfriend could steal everything. And then they tried to murder me like 4 different times. They tried to murder Jayla. Like, it's been rough. So her mom has like been in and out of like mental hospitals and rehab for like the last month. So maybe a little bit longer, to be honest. So I've been feeling kind of peaceful.
Did I ask for Jayla's mom's name? I don't think I did.
Ann Gishohe, Gichu.
Ann?
Yeah, Ann.
You're gonna have to go for that last one.
Gi, yeah, that's what I was spelling. Gichuhi.
How do you pronounce that?
Gishohe. She's Kenyan.
What's your boyfriend's name?
William Hodges.
And I apologize if I'm sure I asked this. Are they down?
They're in Atlanta. Yeah.
They're in Georgia.
Mm-hmm. And I know Deanna has a new boyfriend, but I don't know his name.
Okay. But it sounds like you get along decently with Dion.
Yeah, me and Deanna are good.
Okay.
We're good. We talk all the time and flirt and all that good stuff.
So Ann and William, though, sound like they're giving you some issues. You said you had to report some stuff to the police down
and
there.
They just put a hit out on me while we were up here. They put a hit out on me for $10,000. And that's one of the things why my mom didn't want me to go back. She didn't want me to go back at all.
Which understandable for a mother.
100%, because it's just me and Jayla there.
Right.
Like, I don't have any other family down there at all. It's really just me and Jayla in general.
How did you end up hearing about the hit?
Somebody messaged me on Instagram from prison.
They're in
prison.
You get Instagram in prison now?
I don't think so. I don't think he's supposed to have it. And I'm gonna be honest with you.
I think they're giving them more and more stuff.
But in Georgia, they might have phones and stuff now.
They've started doing it in Iowa, where you get like an iPhone 5 or something, and you can sit there and message, or I think you can get a tablet. And
I think
all
that
sorts of
I
stuff.
definitely think that's what it is.
Who messaged you?
It's Eazy-E's daughter. Her name is Remarkable. Her brother in prison. Like, I don't actually know him though. He was just letting me know because me and his sister are so cool that he's a blood and these other bloods had put a $10,000 hit out on me. And I had informed my mom about that and all of that.
What's your name on Instagram?
Who is Jay Wright? Yes.
I wanted to go, who is that?
Yeah, that's the reason why I did it. Yeah, that's the reason why I did it.
Just spelled out. Who is
the letter J, WRIGHT.
So he messaged you on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. When did you get that message?
Sometimes last week. I don't know exactly the day, but I told my mom when it
after
happened.
you came up here.
Mm-hmm. We were already here. That's why I was telling him, like, I'm not too worried about it right now because I'm with my family and I'm here. And
up here, and you wouldn't think that
they don't know, I don't think, unless Ann told them, because Ann has stayed up here before, but she's off of it. But
when was the last time Ann was up here?
2000. It wasn't this year, like the beginning of last year, 2020.
So the beginning of
right
January,
January, February, literally right before COVID. She was staying up here. We had been up here since the summertime.
Sorry, somebody else trying to call me. 2020 pre. So being down there in Atlanta with just I guess what took you to Atlanta? Industry?
The music
industry.
I was acting.
The fashion stuff down there is actually pretty hot too.
Everything. It's like Hollywood now. Like, you know, all the Avengers stuff was shot in Atlanta.
Really?
Black Panther, where I live, they actually like put all the green screens in this big lot and made it Wakanda. So that's like the highlight of it.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, everything's in there. So
you said you have a pretty nice condo down there. So with the problems with Anne and all this other stuff, sorry, I try not to swear as much.
It's okay.
You've noticed it just comes out. Like, does that building have decent security stuff for you?
So
what do you got going on for that?
The building that I was living in has great security, but then she like was posting on social media, like on her story, like, I got money for whoever can tell me what apartment this is, because I posted my daughter sitting on like the island, you know, just a cool little picture to show people that we had a different place. And then she started trying to figure it out. She started paying girls and sending girls to try to sleep with me to figure out so her and her boyfriend could murder me. And it's documented because the girls would meet me and feel so bad that then they would tell me everything. So they would give me like her messages from them. So I turned all that into the police there and everything. So I actually moved.
You turned that into the police in Atlanta?
I gave them a thumb drive of so much stuff of her trying to put out hits on me and all type of crazy stuff. So I gave that to the police down there. And then I moved, so nobody knows where I live now.
Okay. When did you move?
I've been there for maybe a month now. That's what I'm saying. I don't even have internet yet.
Yeah.
Right.
That makes sense on why you have an appointment.
Exactly.
How's the new building security?
Super secure, and no, I'm not gonna
like. Do you have your own, I guess, security system on your apartment, or is it like building security, or both?
Both. So it comes standard, like it's super high tech. It comes standard with like the keypad, where you can lock your doors from it. You can lock your doors from your phone, all of that good stuff.
So it's smart, I guess.
Yeah, it's smart.
Easiest way to describe it for me.
And you need a key fob to get in the building. You need a key fob to get past the door. So you need a key fob to get in the building. Then there's another door where you need a key fob, and then you need another key fob. So you got to go through 3 key fobs before you can ever even get to the apartments.
Right. So even if somebody's holding the door open for somebody, they still can't go anywhere if they don't have their own fob.
Exactly.
Have you had to take any other, I guess, security measures? Like, have you tried to take concealed carry classes or anything like that?
A lot of my friends have been killed. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So I don't like guns. I don't like any of that. Like, I try to just get money, raise my babies, and stay out of the way. Like, and that's what I was telling the police down there. Like, because they were saying the same thing. Like, why don't you get a gun and defend yourself? And I'm like, because I have a 2-year-old.
Yeah, and
if she gets into this gun and something happens,
accidents or
you know what I mean?
Right.
And like I said, I'm a single dad. Like, I do her hair, I cook, I do everything.
Okay. I'm gonna ask this because I have to. Have you ever messed around with guns back before kids, anything like that?
No, even when I was younger, people used to always like to say, like, I got into a fight here one time and the guy's eye socket got broke. He said I hit him with a tire iron, and then the video came out that he just got punched. So people have always said, "Oh, he likes guns. He likes to fight. And I'm like, no.
All right. Is it me, man? What the fuck is this nigga talking about? Are y'all fucking kidding me? This is what niggas is doing in the interrogation room? This is, man. This is crazy, bro. This is, ain't nobody believing this nigga shit, bro.
No, I don't. I just defend myself when I have to.
Right.
I've never been that type of person. I've always been just trying to like do music and get money. Like, that's always been my focus.
Is your Instagram, do you promote your music and stuff on there too?
Like, as soon as you go to my page, all you see is my music company in my bio, my jewelry company in my bio, and then pictures of me and my daughter. That's it.
No, I'm with you there. I
don't even post, to be honest.
I had to get rid of all social media a few years ago. It's just too much.
I don't really post like right now on my story. Like the only thing I post is about my jewelry business or my daughter or vegan food. It's like the only 3 things I post about. So that's what I'm saying. Like I'm so, man, I don't even know what's going on here. I'm trying to stay with you, but I don't even know what's going on here.
Well, so I told you somebody got hurt, right?
Right. And I've been asking the other officer the whole time, like if he knows who the person is, are they okay?
And that's what we're trying to figure out a little bit.
Okay.
Because the person that was hurt,
here you go, right
they're
here,
found in your mom's house.
That I was there, and they told me that, and that's what makes me even more confused.
Did you see them at all?
I just got there. I don't know where they found them. I don't know anything. I literally came in, went upstairs, got the trash bags, came back. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and it was just your mom and
Jayla when I got there. Yeah.
Right. So that's some of what we're trying to figure out is who this person is.
Right.
And then what happened.
Right. 100%.
So, yeah, that's some of what we're trying to figure out, which is why, again, I was just a little curious when your mom said she thought she heard you arguing with somebody.
I know there was guys, like there was some like black guys walking around the neighborhood. Maybe she heard them. I don't know. Because I know it was a black guy in a gray hoodie. And I know when I was pulling up, he was walking past the house one time and he was on the phone yelling with somebody. And then when I was taking the trash bags out, he was walking back the other way too, yelling at somebody.
Just on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, random question. Do you know your mom's phone number off the top of your head?
I don't know anybody's phone number.
No phone numbers?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
That's why I was asking the other officer if I could grab my phone so I have numbers, but he was like, "We're just interviewing you and bringing you back." So
where was your phone?
It was in my car. Everything was like my.
What kind of phone is it?
It's an iPhone.
Do you know which?
I think I 8. I don't upgrade. I don't care about none of that stuff.
I'm with you.
I don't even care about this watch. I only wear jewelry because I sell jewelry, and nobody will buy jewelry from you if you don't wear it. So I usually don't wear anything. I'm just like a Steve Jobs type of guy.
Yeah, no, I get that. Do you know the phone number to your phone before it shut off?
I've never really 310. Shit, I can't. I just know it's a 310. I don't know the.
Is that the area code
down
there? So the reason I'm asking is we got a 911 call from your mom's house before this all before the cops show up, all of that. And so we're trying to figure out some of that because it was the phone number I think is your sister's phone number.
Okay.
That called 911.
Okay.
So
why would, if my sister called, why was my sister not there?
And that's some of what we're trying to figure out.
Okay.
Because the information, I guess, that I have is that we haven't talked to her yet because James, so after whatever happened at the house, James gave your sister a ride somewhere. I don't know where, but the other folks are trying to square some of that away. I'm not trying to misquote anything your mom might have said, but I believe your mom told one of the officers that she thought that the person that was hurt was possibly a girlfriend of yours. So that's why I was asking if you have a girlfriend.
I do not have a girlfriend.
And nobody came up from.
I haven't had a girlfriend since November. Like I said, with my daughter's mom. Yeah, I haven't had I've been too afraid of anyone.
And nobody, You're not telling me about anybody that traveled up here with
Listen,
you.
I'm too afraid. I think every female is trying to set me up after the girls have been messaging me and sending me the messages and giving me the messages, how my daughter's mom has been trying to pay them to, like, I don't.
Hold up, man. This shit is not making no motherfucking sense, man. You mean to tell me? Damn, cuz. Hold on, bro. Hold on, man. Hold up, bro. You mean to tell me that this is nigga said he don't have a girlfriend, but this girl end up dying in your house and you don't know who this is, your mama house. You see what I'm saying? There's photos of all three of y'all together. You see what I'm saying? She's from Atlanta. Y'all out there in Iowa. How that makes sense, bro? Niggas be like the world's dumbest idiots. Dumb idiots like a motherfucker. Like, and you sitting up here thinking by you lying to him, nigga, this is hurting your case just off the backboard, bro. You're not go,
I don't even want to have sex right now.
Have any females like tried to reach out to you since you've been back? Have we given you those vibes, anything like that?
It's a Brianna girl out here that I was thinking about linking up with yesterday. I had messaged her on Instagram.
How does she spell Brianna?
Brionna. I think it's like Robertson or something like that. But I had messaged her yesterday. I was gonna go see her instead of watching my Marvel things, but I changed my mind last minute. Just like I said, I don't really feel safe.
That was Instagram, but you reached out to her.
Yeah, I reached out to her.
And she's a local. How do you know Brianna?
When I used to live here, we used to mess around, and she had came to Atlanta a few weeks ago and wanted to see me. And like I said, I was super paranoid, so I stood her up. So I was trying to make up for it. And she messaged me back and everything, and I didn't go through it.
Still wasn't feeling it.
I'm just super paranoid, man. Like, I keep telling my mom, like, my PTSD is bad. Like, when you open that door, I almost peed on myself a little bit. Like, it's really bad.
Be a little more cognizant.
It's not you. Like, I have medicine for my PTSD.
There's gentler ways I can open the door.
Oh, come on, cuz. You mean to tell me, nigga, we know you killed the bitch, nigga, and now you saying when he opened up the door, you almost peed on yourself, cuz? Oh, no, bro. Come on, man. You still go lose this battle, bro. You went out like a buster. That's why I'm saying, nigga, how you a killer, my nigga, and then you get in an interrogation room, nigga, sounding like nigga tell me, yeah, when you open the door, I almost peed on myself. I'm a vegan. Nigga, oh my God, man. Niggas be, turned down, cuz this shit is crazy, bro. Let's go.
I have medicine for my PTSD that's at home in Atlanta, so
What do you take for that?
A little bit of everything. They prescribed me a THC card, so I do the THC oil. I can't remember the name of the pills, but I do like 2 different pills, a ketamine nose spray from time to time, and the THC oils.
So you messaged Brianna last night?
It was during the day. I was gonna try to link up with her last night.
Yesterday during the day.
And I asked her what she was doing and all that, and then she told me she wasn't really doing anything, and I chickened out.
What was the plan going to be? Like, would you?
I was gonna go to her house and hang out.
House? Do you know where she lives?
I don't. I haven't seen her in years.
Okay. But nobody came. No females came to the house to visit you. Do you know if there's any guns at your mom's house?
Shouldn't be. I don't think she's allowed to have guns either. So if anybody had a gun,
your mom's not.
I don't think so, because she has PTSD and like some other stuff also.
Okay.
So I don't think she's supposed to have guns either.
Okay. Why didn't you? Were you worried about hooking up? And I don't mean like actually hooking up to just hang out with Brianna. Like, were you worried that Anne might have somehow gotten to her, or like why didn't that go through?
I've been so paranoid lately. I've been feeling like everybody's out to get me out.
Right.
And my psychiatrist told me that's a symptom of PTSD.
Okay.
A really bad symptom of it.
Okay.
So if it's not my daughter or like I said, directly work, even like Joy's mom was trying to get me to come over and hang out, and I didn't. Like she was trying to, even at the birthday party, she was telling me if I made it in time, because I had told her I was coming, surprise for my daughter. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna come and my hair's gonna be done. I'm gonna have my silk shirt on. She was like, oh, we could go in the bathroom and done. So like even that, I didn't even pursue any of that because I'm so afraid. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm so afraid of everything right now, and it sucks because I'm not that type of person.
Right.
Like even when I've been going out, like to like stores and stuff here, I've been making my mom go with me because I'm afraid. Like I'm just afraid. I don't want to be anywhere by myself.
What?
And that's why even when I'm like home, I Instacart and stuff like that for food because I don't want to be out with Jayla by myself. Like it's really bad and it's sad, but it's really bad.
You said you do see a psychiatrist.
Mhm.
How long have you been doing that?
Since I want to say December.
Okay, is that right around when the time you were telling me when Dan's boyfriend? Sorry, I forgot his name already.
William Hodges.
Was that around the time that stuff went down?
Mm-hmm.
Now you want to be a snitch.
He put a gun to Jayla's head.
And then they've been
That's how I ended up
threatening to kill you.
That's how I ended up getting my daughter from child services. Like she was wilding with this guy. Like they literally pulled a gun on me at a hotel. She told me to meet her over there. I didn't even know she had a boyfriend. I thought me and her were still together.
Mm-hmm.
She stole some money from me. She disappeared for like 3 months after she stole money and got her boobs done. And
with Jayla?
With Jayla. In the middle of the night, ran out, took her, disappeared. So I was trying to get a hold of her for a long time, and then maybe like the beginning of November, she started texting me like, yo, I went and got help. I'm back on my medicine. I'm doing good. I'm with my mom. I'm about to come back down if it's okay, type stuff, right? So when she comes, her whole game plan, she had already made up with this guy, was to come, put a fake charge on me. Her and the guy said that I tried to like hurt them from a McDonald's or something, but the police realized that I'd never even been to that McDonald's.
Right.
I was literally sitting in this hotel for an hour, like in the parking lot, waiting on her to come because she told me to come there to see my daughter. Long story short, crazy stuff. Had no gun. The only person that had a gun was her boyfriend because he pointed a gun at me, crashed his car into the hotel, and ran and hid, and they left my daughter in the car. I was the only person that went to jail. Right.
They still took you to jail?
And he had a gun. Atlanta is so trash. Because 2 days before, when I didn't even know she was in Atlanta, she called the police and said I beat her and Jayla up. But Jayla had no marks. She had no marks. But it's Atlanta, and it's a woman-friendly state. So if anybody says you do anything, you just go to jail for it, and then you figure it out later. So now all those charges are dropped because they realized through the months following that she's crazy as shit. She threatened officers. She threatened the caseworker. She like did a whole bunch of crazy stuff. And she's literally just been saying that if she can't have Jayla, nobody will type stuff. That's literally what's been coming out of her mouth. So right around that time, my PTSD got so bad that I couldn't sleep. Like I went like 4 days without sleeping. It was that bad.
And you said, so you forgot your medicine.
Yeah,
I'm not saying you forgot, but you left your medicine.
Yeah, I forgot it. I'm not gonna lie, I forgot it. I was in such a rush to get here because of the news of my cousin that I didn't even really bring any clothes. Like the clothes that I have here, I bought because I was only planning on staying that Saturday and then leaving, going back Sunday night. So I literally was just coming to say that I came and I checked on everybody, and then my aunt went into the hospital, and then James's dad went into the hospital after I got here, and I was like, oh God.
Right.
Got stuck. You know what I'm saying? So
stick around for family. I understand that for sure.
I wish I wouldn't have at this point. This is crazy, man.
Yeah. So were you still at the house when like the ambulance and stuff showed up?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But I was already in the police car.
Okay. What did you see from the police car?
I couldn't see anything. Okay. And I kept asking the officer, what's going on? Who is it? I was trying to tell him, like, my sister looks like this. Can you tell me if it's a short black female? Because I thought it was my sister because all I heard was it was a female and I hadn't seen my sister. Okay. So the worst thing that goes in my mind is something happened to my sister right now. So I kept asking the officer, and he even came back and like asked if my sister's name was Brittany and all of that. And then he didn't say anything else. So I've been just sitting here worried.
I think some of that might be the 911 call thing.
Okay.
Because it was big, like a 911 hang up call. So you can hear some stuff going on in the background, but nobody's actually talking to the people. How long do you think you were home before you saw like the cops show up?
5 minutes, if that.
Okay.
Not even that, probably.
Okay. And you didn't like roll through any parking lots that you can remember or anything, right?
Mm-mm.
And so the reason I'm asking that is the same kind of like the thing with McDonald's that you were talking
Right,
about.
exactly.
So,
and that's why I was telling the officers, like, yo, I just got here when they because they didn't even say anything to me. They just put me straight in handcuffs. I was like, I just got here. I don't know what's going on either. Like, somebody tell me something.
Okay.
Nobody told me anything. They just put me in handcuffs. And then when they started, the ambulance came and all that, that's when I found out everything too.
Okay. Are you cool giving me 2 minutes to run out and see if we did figure out who this might be, and then we can figure that out?
I got a question for you before you do all of this.
Yeah.
Am I making it back to my daughter tonight?
I have no idea. Okay. I can't answer that. So because,
like I said, I've never been away from.
I'm not like a TV cop and.
Man, nigga, hey, the nigga said, hold on. Nigga said, hey, I'm not like a TV cop. This nigga said, listen, then if y'all heard previous in an interrogation, this nigga said that he missed his daughter's birthday. And then you crying about being around your daughter. Am I making it, huh? Come on, bro. This ain't First 48, my nigga. This ain't none of that bullshit, nigga. Like he said, he ain't no motherfucking TV cop, nigga. He's sitting up here, nigga. Look how long this nigga been talking to this nigga about nothing, bro. You not going home, bro. You not.
Trying to trick people. So I'm literally trying to figure out what happened, and I'm trying to figure out if you're involved. That's what I'm trying to do. So I don't know the answers to those questions. I don't. But I will say, so part of what I'm going to do when I go out of here is I'm going to try to talk to the officer, talk to your mom, and see exactly what it is that your mom said.
She even told the officer I just got there. That's what I'm saying.
I mostly want to figure out, again, who this person that's hurt is, and then go from there. Because there's so many different ways we can go. I don't want to try to worry you with anything. Like,
I'm already worried. I'm not even gonna, but I have PTSD, so I'm always worried. I always think worst case scenario.
I will try to do my best to alleviate some of that. So, I mean, if you have questions,
I have so many questions. I have so many questions.
But as you know, like I'm probably not going to share everything I know.
Of course.
Until I know that we're on the same level. And I'm not saying like I think you're sitting here lying to me, anything like that. But it's just
you can
how I gotta go about it.
Like when y'all said you make sure you didn't flush nothing, I'm like, check me. When the officer came, I was like, bro, whatever you need from me, I'm cooperating because I'm afraid. Like, it's hard to explain.
When the officers were there, was James back? Yeah.
He came back after, and he didn't come with my sister. So when you're saying he took my sister somewhere,
hey, yeah, and you know how hearsay goes.
Well, no, I was in
amongst police.
When James came, I was already in the squad car.
Okay.
And then I was asking him because my daughter was going to fit because again, she's never been away from me.
Mm-hmm.
Like me even leaving her to go clean out the car is kind of like too long for both of our comfort.
I think somebody said, did you give him the keys to your car, James?
Yeah. And I was trying to get him to take my daughter because she was throwing so much of a fit. They put her in the back of the squad car with me. And I was like, I don't really want her in the back of a squad car. Paw, can you take her?
Right.
And she didn't want to go with him either.
Did you ask him to take anything out of your car?
I told him he could get my phone and
okay.
my messenger bag because it had my ID, and I was going to give my ID to the officer, but he told him not to get it.
Fair enough.
Right.
Fair enough.
And it was on the seat because, again, I was literally in the middle of leaving.
Ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, give me 2 minutes. I'm going to run out, and I'm hoping to make this a true 2 minutes.
Please. I'm so tired. Yes.
I figured I'd give you a knock before.
Man, I was already dozing off, so it did the same thing. It's okay.
I apologize. I'll try something else next time and see if we can't find something. You don't mind. I drink a soda, do you?
I hope it's not no next time, man. I just want to go check on my child.
I think she's with Grandma and Grandpa right now and doing okay.
Okay. So tired. I'm so sorry.
No need to apologize to me. So, did have a chance to talk to some of the other officers and some of the people that talked to your mom and James. Just call him James, I assume. Okay. And I think there's a few more things that we need to square away.
Come on.
So, were you ever inside that garage today?
The only time I've been in the garage, and I didn't even go in the garage, I just pushed the button.
Describe, when did that happen?
While the officer, I think, while he's walking, like he's at the garage when I'm talking to him, we're talking through the garage.
So you're inside the garage talking to him?
I was like coming out, you know what I'm saying? And I heard somebody at the front door, so I was trying to be nosy. That's when I told you I peeked out to see who it was. I peeked out the garage and I just pushed the button and I seen who it was.
I'm gonna have you describe kind of the garage for me because all garages
so
are a little
junky.
different, but is it attached or detached? Like
Attached.
So there's a door from the house into the garage. Okay, and then the garage, obviously there's the big garage door.
2-car garage.
And then is there like a man door? Does that make sense? Is there like a regular door on the garage going outside?
Inside door.
Okay, so
inside door and the garage door.
There's only the inside door and the garage door. Okay. And I know you said that you thought the garage was open. When you got
and that's what I'm saying. If I remember correctly, I think I pushed it after I said something to the officer when he was walking up talking to my mom. I told him we were going to come out and I pushed the button.
Okay, so you were in the garage when you pushed the button?
No.
Where's the button, I guess?
It's like as soon as you open the door. Like I never even went out the garage. I just reached my arm and pushed the button. That's what I always do.
Through
the inside
the garage door or the house door?
Through the house.
Okay.
So like where the stairs are, I just reached my arm around and pushed the button.
You were talking to the officer like through the house then, or through the garage?
When I peeked my door, the door opened to be nosy. Remember I told you I heard somebody talking and it was an officer. I peeked my head out. And I was like, oh, okay, it's that. And then I just pushed the button and closed it. And then I came out and I was trying to see what was going on. And then I got put in handcuffs.
Do you know which side of the house is that garage on? You know, I remember how we were talking the driveway was the left
side.
So it's also on, I guess, would be the north side, right?
So yeah, so then
closer to Locust Street.
Yep.
Okay. And so again, I don't know how your mom's house
over
is.
here.
So
that's the garage.
If this is the garage,
then this is the house.
This is the house.
My car's here, her car's here. Then she's got cars, his motorcycle, a whole bunch of stuff in the garage.
Okay.
It's so junky.
Where is the door, like up here towards the back, or is it in the middle to go into the garage from the house?
It's kind of like in the, I guess you would say the middle.
Okay.
Maybe kind of closer to the front, actually.
Somewhere in there.
It's kind of like more down here-ish.
Okay.
Because as soon as you come in the front door, you go up the stairs, and it's kind of like right there.
Fair enough. And then in the garage, I know you said James has a motorcycle.
He's got a Harley in there.
Which side is that parked on? The far side or to the door?
It's got to be the far side because my mom's car, her new car, is right there. Like that's what I'm saying. I don't even go out of that way or come in that way because she's so like, don't touch my new car, don't bump into my new car, don't look at my new car too long.
Okay. And so the only time that you went into the garage is
at that exact moment.
You get home.
Went inside. You grabbed the bags.
Go inside, get the bags, take the bags back out.
Came back inside
to get the computer, right? And then you peeked out this door, and the officer was already right there.
Exactly. Okay. And then I just pushed the button and came out.
Okay.
Less than 10 seconds. I literally pushed the button and came out.
When you were there in the garage, other than seeing the officer outside, like, so you're peeking to check and see what's going on.
I didn't even.
Did you notice anything else weird or anything else out of place? Or
I was moving so fast, I wasn't paying attention to anything. I literally it's a screen door on it, So like I just peeked my like, your eyes out a little bit, and I seen it was the police because I was like, who is that? He said, oh, it's the police, and I was like, oh, okay. And I pushed the button and I came outside.
And then you push the button and then you come out the front door?
I came out the back because I seen where they were standing at, and I didn't want to walk through anybody, so I just literally, because it's so fast, it just come right around because it just comes right there to where they were standing at.
So there's a back door somewhere?
Yeah, through the kitchen.
So and then you come back out around this side of the garage?
Exactly, and that's I came out exactly where the officers are at.
Okay. When you peeked out and you said you see the officer, do you recall seeing your mom then at that same time? Or are the officers just by themselves?
I heard him talking to my mom. That's why I thought she was like in front of everything. I thought she went out the garage and all that stuff. So I just pushed the button.
Man, this nigga lying, bro. Like a motherfucker.
I didn't even think about that until you just said it.
No, you're all good. But you don't notice anything other than the officers when you peek out?
Her garage is dark all the time. So like she don't keep her light on in there. So the only light that would be coming in would be through outside, and it was gloomy today. So like it's gloomy out, not paying attention to nothing. Like I'm not looking for anything because I'm just coming in, coming out. Like I'm not really paying attention to anything at all. I'm just moving.
Excuse me. So, Justin, what I'm looking from you is just the 100% truth. Okay?
Man, I'm telling you everything I know right now.
And so, I know you said you heard people saying it was a female that got hurt, right?
Mm-hmm. That's why I keep asking about my sister.
The issue that I have is it's not your sister.
Okay, thank you. Both nobody else has told me anything.
Both your mother and James are saying it's your girlfriend.
I don't have a girlfriend though. That's what bothers me.
Oh my God!
They're saying it's a girl that came with you from Georgia.
Nobody came.
Wow. Hey, we gotta talk about that shit, cuz nigga, your mama, your grandpa, they saying that you brought a bra inside the household, cuz, and they saying it's your girlfriend and you. This nigga gotta be the most dumbest criminal ever, bro. The dumbest. It's no. How can you hide that? If it's a dead body in your household, nigga, they gonna know who this body belonged to. This nigga could. That's why I told you a nigga go kill something and be a coward after he do it. Let's go.
Came with me from Georgia.
Okay. Do you know anybody named Nay?
That sounds like a horse. Let's be honest.
Exactly. That's what they said her name is. But you don't know this person.
I don't know anyone named Nay.
Okay. So then my next thing to try to figure out, and I'm hoping you can help me, is why your mom and James would be saying that.
I can give you a million reasons.
Let's start with just one first, and then we'll go from there, okay?
Me and James have gotten into 100 fist fights.
Okay.
100 of them. I've always felt like it's something. Same with my mom. My mom put me out when I was 13 over MC Miller. I don't know if you know who that was, but
I think that's pre my time.
Probably so. He used to do something out here called the Marquette Street Fest on Marquette. He had a bar on 5th and Marquette. He was super popular, rich, older guy. That's what my mom used to be with. Me and him got into it because he beat her up when I was like 13. She put me out. So I've always had a kind of bad relationship with my mom, her husband, my sister, everybody. That's why they haven't really seen Jayla. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So I just keep to myself. Like my grandmother and my aunt kind of who raised me, and they're not here anymore. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So once they died, it wasn't a real reason for me to come back. Like me and my mom just started speaking a couple months ago. Like,
so since you've been back since the first, how is that like home visit gone? I guess because I know you said your mom brought Joy down.
And that was even awkward because I had
a few weeks ago or last month? Or a couple months ago? Sorry.
It was March 20th.
Okay, so a couple months ago.
Yeah, a couple months ago.
So you guys have been rekindling, I guess. Or
we've been.
All right, so if y'all put this shit in retrospect, right? Like let's Let's do it. Now, his baby mama is in pictures with the girl that died. The one that he ended up putting his baby mama in a mental institute. You see what I'm saying? And started running with the other broad, and you killed her. You see what I'm saying? So now they gonna be able to attach you to this case just by your baby mama and her still in the same picture. It's man, come on, bro. This shit ain't adding up, bro.
Reconnecting. Yeah, it's been kind of cordial, but you know, like when people are 800 miles away, it's a lot easier to be around them. You know how that is.
Yeah.
So, like, my sister, like, the first day I got here, my sister was acting weird with me, and I told my mom stuff like that.
Wow, what do you mean acting weird?
I was trying to speak to her. She wasn't responding.
Just like silent treatment?
100%. Like, trying to talk to her, she's not saying nothing. I'm asking her, like, oh, do you hear about this? She's not saying nothing. So it's always like we got into it. Like, I got into it with my whole family before I left the last time. You know what I'm saying? So I haven't really spoken to my sister. Like, she blocked my number and blocked my iCloud, so I couldn't iMessage her. Yeah, so she blocked me on all social media, and we haven't talked. So this was our first time really even, like, trying to speak.
Being back around each other.
Mm-hmm.
And
I thought everything was cool. I've been asking her to do something for my business for me for like the entire time I was here, and she finally did it yesterday.
What were you asking her to do?
To PayPal my this warehouse that I get like gold and stuff from. So I was like, I'll give you the money if you could just PayPal him. I don't have a PayPal. Like, I'll sell you, I'll Apple Pay you, I'll do whatever. And she just didn't want to do it for a long time. And then like 2 nights ago, she finally did it for me. So. But even stuff like that, it's like, I'm telling you, like, I got a lot of money waiting on me. Why won't you just do this for me? Like, and I'll pay you to do it, all of that. So,
what's the deal with the silent treatment there? Like, is there like some like more recent falling out or anything?
I haven't spoken to her since last year, January, February. That's like the last time I really talked to my sister.
Why are you thinking about your sister,
around the same time Ann was up here?
Yeah, that's when Ann was here. Okay. Like, Ann got into it with my family, and that caused me to get into it with my family. And you know how that goes. And then when me and her break up, they're looking at me like, I told you so. But then that causes problems with us. But we've already always had problems. So,
what about Jock?
Always had problems with Jock. Because me and my sister argue a lot, which causes me and Jock to argue a lot because me and her aren't going to actually get into a fight. She's always going to put her husband in the middle of it. So me and him have been fighting since they were in college.
Okay.
They went to Northern Iowa. Yeah.
Okay. How long has your mom been with James?
Yes.
Okay.
Hi.
Hey, how's it going?
I've been better.
Okay. I'm Chris. Okay, so I'm from Mobile Crisis, and we help out if there are any mental health issues. Officer said that you wanted to talk about that, maybe.
Please, I have PTSD.
Okay.
I'm starting to hear voices and stuff in my head.
Okay.
Oh my God!
When did that start?
Oh my God!
I told my mom that I've been like feeling like I was gonna break, and I was hearing voices maybe like a week and a half ago.
Okay. And then so they said that you have meds, but you're not sure what you're prescribed?
I can't, I'm not good with like the medical names for stuff. I just know I have a sleeping pill, one pill that keeps me level. I remember the ketamine. It's a nose spray.
Okay.
I have a ketamine nose spray, and then I'm prescribed THC oil.
Okay.
That's all that's legal in Georgia.
Okay. So, so here's the deal. So, if you have not been taking your prescriptions, I imagine you're feeling a little wonky, for lack of a better term.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what would we need to do? Like, do you know the name of your prescriber, who you get your meds from down there?
I didn't at first. It's the doctor's name is Charles Whitfield.
Charles Whitfield?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then it's not like a normal pharmacy. It's like one that's right up the street from his house, of where I get to I can't even think straight. I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
Like I'm hearing stuff. And I've been trying to hold on with him, but it's getting bad. It's getting bad. It's getting bad.
Okay.
Man, this nigga
So
lying,
who is, and I'm only going to ask you stuff to try to get us in this direction to remedy this physical part, okay?
Please.
Okay, so when was the last time you took your meds?
Last Friday, right before I came. I thought I brought them with me. I thought they were in my daughter's diaper bag.
Okay.
And I grabbed the wrong like little pouch. I grabbed the pouch that had shaving stuff in it, and
Right.
they look like my pill pouch.
Okay. So Charles Whitfield, is he in a hospital? Does he have a private practice?
Private practice.
Okay.
He's out of his house.
And then where is he located in Atlanta?
It's Atlanta, but it's a neighborhood called Brookhaven, Georgia.
Brookhaven?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So would we be able to look him up?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. So then he may be able to get with somebody to coordinate this, and maybe they could get transferred up here.
Please.
Okay.
Please,
so
please.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to fill out. This is just a release of information, so this is so we can talk to him.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So let me fill that out.
Please.
What else is happening with you right now? Any substance use?
I didn't bring my medicine, so like I told him, I'm prescribed THC oil. So
Okay,
I reached out to my cousin to bring me like some weed, so I could try to like at least have that while I was here.
Right on.
But I'm not sure what he gave me.
Okay.
I didn't feel like it was working.
Okay.
I've been telling my mom and them that for days.
Okay. What is your first name?
Justin.
Justin. And what is your last name?
This nigga, man.
You okay? Hang in there. Okay, Justin, we want to try to get you squared away here, okay?
It's right.
Right?
WRIGHT.
Okay. All right. Birthday?
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Just take a deep breath.
That's what I've been telling him. I just been trying to like put my head down and just breathe.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God.
Okay. What are you feeling right now other than just this?
I'm hearing stuff. I've been telling him I feel like everything's out to get me right now. I've been feeling like that for a while because actually been people out to get me. So it's just like magnifying. But right now I'm hearing stuff and I don't hear stuff. Like I've only heard stuff once, and it was right when I found out my cousin had a stroke.
Okay. What's your birthday
on? June 10th.
Mm-hmm. What year?
1989.
89.
Thank you. My brain is, I'm sorry. I can't, it's like nothing there right now.
Do you see any other mental health professionals in Georgia?
I've seen a few.
Or like, do you have like a private or like a family doctor that you see? Okay.
No, I don't have insurance, so everything's out of my pocket. So I just been trying to do the best I could do.
Okay.
But my money has been so messed up.
Oh my God. Please stop. You know what it is?
Okay.
This is the time. Hey, look, catch this shit though, right? This the moment where he realized that he ain't getting up out of there because you denying the fact that a girl died in your mama house and you don't know who she is. You know he ain't getting up out of that. You ain't gonna ever see your daughter on these streets again. Let's go.
What's the date today?
The 9th.
9th? Okay.
I've been telling him, I've been trying to like hold it together.
Mm-hmm.
I keep like just taking breaks and trying to breathe.
Okay. What is your diagnosis? You said PTSD. Anything else?
I'm not sure. I just know PTSD.
Okay. How long ago was that? Do you remember?
I've been telling people I had PTSD since I was like 10 or 11. But I just was diagnosed last year officially.
Okay.
My chest is hurting really bad. I feel like I'm having a panic attack.
What has helped you with that in the past?
Just smoking and just like sometimes I'll go for a walk.
Okay. Okay. Well, let's see. How long is he going to be with y'all for sure? At minimum.
Not sure.
Okay.
I think we kind of made this a priority.
Sure.
To try to get him squared away.
Okay. Okay. So what is going to happen is, Justin, I'll have you sign this, and that will give us permission to speak with this doctor. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So we can try to get some stuff squared away. If though that is not something that's going to help you more immediately, we'll have to look into what the options are to.
Can you please try to find an immediate one? I don't want to feel like this.
Okay. Well, I don't know as far as immediate.
Okay.
I'm going to do the best that I can. Okay.
She can correct me if I'm wrong. I think they're going to try to get a hold of your doctor to see what medicines you are and see whether or not something like that could get
If
up
we
here.
could get it transferred up.
If not,
You
if we have to
said it was like 6 or 7 the last time I asked you. I'm pretty sure you're not going to be able to get a hold of him.
Yeah, I don't know how.
Well, if
all of that works, or
I don't
they
know.
can find it, or
Yeah,
they
I'm
can
not
even find the information.
right, I'm
on
not
what-
sure. Yeah.
But I think the goal is to get you what you're already using before a different doctor would give you different medicine, like we talked about earlier, how you didn't like those other medicines the other doctors were giving you. So.
Please help me. It's getting bad. Please help me.
Okay.
Please help
Let
me.
me have you sign this before
Please,
you.
I'm hearing the craziest shit in my head right now.
What's
Please
it
help me.
saying?
I don't want to tell you because you're gonna try to put me in a hospital or something.
No, I'm not the hospital police. I'm just here to try to get you, and then initial right here, hon, I'm sorry. Initial and initial on those lines, please. I'm just here to try to figure out what to do to get you stabilized, okay? So we can continue, you can continue with what you need to do.
Like talking kind of usually helps me too.
Okay.
That's why I had asked him to just stay in here with me, and I appreciate him so much for not leaving.
We were
Okay.
doing well until the last break to come talk to
And
you.
it got so bad. That's why I told him, like, it goes from like, man, it goes from like these episodes, like I told him, to like panic to like super depression. And it's like I was in the depression stage, and now I'm in like a panic depression stage. I don't even know. And I'm hearing crazy shit telling me to do crazy shit. Like I don't know, man. I don't know. And I've been saying this. I told my mom, because my daughter's mom is schizophrenic, and I was like dealing with her nonsense. I've been feeling like I'm schizophrenic, and I've been feeling crazy, and I've been telling my mom for 2 months, man.
Okay. What kind of things do you like to talk about that make you feel better?
Anything outside of what's going on, anything, please.
Okay, tell me about your kids.
I can't even think of their names right now.
Okay.
If him and I maybe try to talk to you about some of that stuff, is this something that you can try to get going, or?
Yeah, let me call my supervisor
Okay.
and see if there's something that we can do. It may be tomorrow morning, since just because of the timing.
Okay.
Yeah,
if there's anything you can try right now.
Yeah.
If you want to call them.
Yep.
I don't know.
There's no way to look it up with a hospital or anything. I feel so bad.
Is that
man.
anything that you maybe can do right outside
Yep,
the door?
I absolutely
and
can.
I will try to distract Justin here a
Yeah,
little bit. and
okay.
ease
I'll be
what's
right
going
back.
on with this.
Man, I'm hearing shit telling me my daughter's dead now, bro. Like,
she's not.
No,
I
like,
I don't understand what you're feeling, but I understand what you're telling me, I guess. And I can tell you that she is okay.
The voices in my head are saying, "You're gone forever. Your daughter's dead. You're gone forever." You're like, I keep hearing a chant in my head that my daughter is gonna be murdered. Like,
Justin, can I run a couple names by you?
please do whatever you want to do. I don't care right now, please.
Do you know who is Willana Bibbs?
Willana is a girl that was Ann's friend that I was messing with for a second, and then I found out she was Ann's friend, and I stopped talking to her, and my mom really liked her, and they still be talking. We still have communication because I don't know, we still talk from every once in a while. She sent me some money that she owed me earlier.
She sent you earlier today. She sent you money.
Mm-hmm.
What? How'd she send you money?
Apple Pay, because I don't have.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
How much money did she owe you?
It was just my money that I had sent to her that she hadn't sent back to me. It was it was like $1,200.
So you guys were kind of seeing each other until you figured out she was friends with Ann?
I
just
met,
talking?
I met her. I originally met her through Ann. And then me, her, and Ann had a threesome one time.
How long have you known Willana?
Not long.
Williana?
I call her Willie. I've only known her for since right around Jayla's, right before Jayla's birthday ish. I haven't known.
Since March?
Yeah, I haven't known her long. I met her during one of Ann's down periods where she was okay.
Okay.
Her and Ann were prostituting and doing crazy stuff around Atlanta and Vegas and everywhere. They were traveling, just doing crazy stuff together.
You said your mom likes Willie though?
A lot.
How did your mom meet Willie?
One time I was having a panic attack, like one of these PTSD episodes, and I think I fainted, and she went in my phone and called my mom.
Okay, so she was with you?
We were like I said, Ann was okay for a little while,
okay.
And I was trying to get her back on her meds and get her into rehab. So that's when I started coming around them. So Ann was there also.
Okay. So you said the last time you talked to her was today when she paid you that money?
Yeah, we were texting. We text that's our only form of communication. We don't we iMessage because we kind of fell out.
Why'd you guys fall out?
Just when I realized just who she was and that she had tried to set me up with Ann and just crazy stuff.
Like she tried to set you up so Ann could do something to you?
Mm-hmm. They all had a plot together to murder me.
When did that happen?
I turned it into the police with.
That's part of it?
Mm-hmm. It was a guy named Rock, some Crips that they were trying to get me to go sell jewelry to, and then the plan was they were going to jump out and murder me.
Okay. And is she one of the, I know you said some of the people that tried to help her set you up came clean to you afterwards. She's not one of those ones?
I knew that they were friends when I first met her, but I thought she was a friend that was trying to help her, and then later on I found out that she just liked all the same stuff that she liked and probably had a mental illness also.
When was the last time you saw Willie?
I don't know. I can't right now it's not.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
So
if you ask me again after this is over, I probably could have better answers for you. But right now, everything is all over the place.
Just like some other stuff, it might come to you, which is fine. If it does, just let me know. And if it doesn't, it's not a big deal, right?
Mm-hmm.
What else can you tell me about Willie? Does she drive? How does she get around?
She drives.
Do you know? Does she have her own car or anything like that?
The last time I seen her, she had a Honda Civic, and then something happened with that, and she had her dad's Toyota. Toyota Camry.
So you said her and Ann were prostituting themselves?
Yeah, and there's videos and crazy stuff of it.
Okay. Was she in the military that you know of?
I don't know her.
You don't know her like that?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Anything significant about today that who reached out to who about the money? Do you remember?
I really don't remember.
Okay.
But I had asked her for it because I knew I had those late fees.
For the rent?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I'm not sure who brought it up first, but I know I said something about it today because I knew I needed the extra money for the rent, and she sent it to me.
Okay. And those iMessages will be on your phone?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Like I said, her and my mom, they I told my mom not to keep speaking to her because her and Ann were friends, and she told me if she ever found out she was trying to set me up with Ann, she'd do something to her and all this crazy stuff. But they've been talking and having communication behind my back, and I told my mom that wasn't cool because that wasn't somebody that I wanted to be with or somebody that should have ever had any conversation with my, like my parents.
What does Williana look like?
She's cute. She's really cute.
She
tall, brown skin.
Okay. She got tats, piercings, anything like that?
I know she has tats.
Do you know what any of them look like?
I know she has a neck tat and a tat on her butt. Those are two that I remember the most.
Do you remember what the neck tat looked like?
It said broken. I don't remember what side, but we had a whole conversation about it because I was going to name one of the things that I was doing, about to do, I was going to name it broken, and that kind of started our conversation about it.
Okay. Do you remember what you were doing when you were messaging with her?
Sitting on the couch.
Okay, so was it when you were watching
Yeah.
the Marvel stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you've only known her since March, and you guys, other than the threesome that you had with Ann, did you and Willie, did you guys have any sort of?
Not outside of Ann. Ann was
nothing,
there.
just the two of you?
Ann was there. Like I said, Ann was trying to, she acted like she was Ann's friend and she wanted to help Ann get better. So for a second, like we were kind of like taking care of Ann and making sure Ann was taking her medicine and stuff together, like as her friends. And then we got into an argument and we just stopped speaking and all of that. And then Ann went crazy again right after that.
You and Willie got into an argument? What was that about?
About Ann. She didn't think I should be helping Ann anymore. She thought Ann was gonna try to do something bad to me, which she was right about.
Is that why she didn't think you should be helping? Is because Ann was gonna lash out at you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
She thought Ann was gonna lash out at both of us, and we got into a crazy argument about it.
And I know this is a tough one, but do you have any idea around when that argument took place? Because you haven't been with Ann since.
No, this is what I'm telling you. Ann tried to get better.
Okay, more recently?
Yeah, right around Jayla's birthday because she was begging me to see. She was begging me to see Jayla on her birthday, and I was like, "You can't see Jayla unless you're clean. You can't see Jayla unless you're clean." So she took like one of those over-the-counter drug tests and passed it. So I had let her see Jayla, and there's like pictures of that in my phone.
Did she develop any sort of relationship with Jayla?
Jayla loves her.
Tell me about that.
And just Jayla loves her. Jayla loves everybody. If you meet Jayla today,
I'm sure,
and you have good energy, she'll love you too.
Yeah, just based on how you talk about her, that's kind of the feeling I get from her.
She loves everybody. I'm so sorry. The room is spinning for me right now. I'm so sorry. I'm hearing so many voices in my head right now.
You're all right. I think this has been working okay for me. If it's been working okay for you,
I'm trying my hardest to answer all your questions. I'm so sorry.
So, did you and Willie talk about anything else in those messages today?
Just the money.
So, Justin, I'm gonna ask you a question.
Please,
did that discussion about money that she owed you, did that take place in person today?
No, it's on text. It's on iMessage.
So, did Willie come here with you from Georgia?
No.
Do you know any reason that Willie would be here?
If she came, it had something to do with my mom. It had nothing to do with me if she came here.
Had something to do with your mom? Why do you say that?
Because her and my mom have been talking and communicating ever since me and her stopped talking. Her and my mom have been like best of buddies.
Tell me about that. Like, I guess, how do you know that mom and Willie are talking?
Because Willie said something to me crazy that I know only could have came from my mom one time, and that's when I had blocked her number for the last few weeks. I haven't even been speaking to her. I blocked her number.
What'd she say?
She was just trying to talk about my childhood, something I know only my mom could have told her.
So, something that you didn't tell her, but she knew about?
Because we weren't close enough for me to tell her anything like that. So what she said was something about she was trying to tell me how I came up, and I was like, you can't speak on that because you weren't there. Like, my mom isn't the person you think she is, and y'all being buddy. Like, I asked her not to speak to my mom after she had got the number out of my phone. I told her that wasn't cool.
Your mom got the number out of your phone, or she
Willie,
got your mom's number?
When I was having one of these episodes and I fainted somewhere, I think we were at Twin Peaks or somewhere, and I fainted. It was me, her, Ann, and Jayla, and I fainted. I was having a business meeting, and I fainted, and she called my mom.
Okay.
But I don't like, we were cool. I didn't have anything bad. I don't have any bad things to say about her, but that's never been my girlfriend. That's always just been Ann's friend.
And you haven't seen her since that falling out?
I seen her in Georgia, but that was it. She had left some stuff in my house.
Which house? Your new one or your old place?
My old one.
Your old place?
Mm-hmm.
What kind of stuff did she leave there?
Like some clothes that she had over there when she was coming over with Ann.
Okay. How'd you end up seeing her? Did you have to let her in so she could get them?
She knew somebody else in the building, and they let her in, and she came over my balcony and knocked on the door.
While you were still living there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because I lived I technically still live there on the first floor, so if you can get past all of those key fobs, which somebody had to let her pass all the key fobs, there's like a corridor in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
So all of our balconies for that floor are right there, and I'm on the first floor. So she literally climbed over and knocked on the window, scared the shit out of me.
And so, I'm sorry, I'm just trying not to butcher her. I'm trying not to butcher her first name because
I've never known how to say it. I've always just called her Willie.
It's Will-Anna.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
So,
I pray to God that's not who you're telling me something happened to.
So,
please tell me that's not her that something happened to.
Unfortunately, I do think that is who was in the house today. And so, like I said, that's what we need to figure out is.
I pray that it's not, because even though I feel like she's not meant to, so what you're trying to say, I can't even think straight. I'm so sorry. Just give me 1 second to process what you just said.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're telling me, like, right now you're trying to tell me that Willie is not alive, or who you think is Willie.
Correct. The way I got that name, Justin, is when they were searching your mom's house.
Mm-hmm.
In the room where you were staying, like in the living room there was a purse. And in that purse, Willie's ID was in there. Mm-hmm. And then with you describing those tattoos for me,
mm-hmm.
I mean, the most descriptive one is that broken tattoo, right?
Mm-hmm. That's the one that's on her neck. Because
yeah.
I have a neck tattoo, so that was one of the things we talked about.
Right. So.
I never, ever, ever want to see anything bad happen to Nah. Like I said, Jayla loves Nah. Nah is like Willana, Willie.
And so, a couple of times there, Justin, you just called her Nah.
Yeah, Nah.
Does she go by Nah?
She goes by Willie. I say Nah because it's a joke thing between me and her. I used to. Tell her all the time, like, nah, you can't come around me, nah, you know what I mean?
Right, a little play on words.
Mm-hmm.
So what happened today with Nam?
I only text not today. I have not. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like,
so do you remember kind of some of the stuff we talked about earlier? And I was talking about when we do find out who it is that's hurt. And
but you could check my phone. I text her today.
Okay.
Which I'm just saying, like, if I was around her, I wouldn't be needing to text her.
Does your phone have a passcode on it, Justin? Is that anything you'd be willing to tell me?
Not really.
Okay.
And that's not just off of.
No.
But I'll open it for you if you want to bring it to me. I'll gladly open it for you and show you.
That's certainly something that we can approach.
Okay. I'll gladly show you me and her whole text thread so you can see that I was texting her today. Like, gladly.
But
I'm so sad. Now,
and I understand that.
Now I'm like having this episode, and now I'm like hurting at the same time. Like, never want to see nothing bad happen to her.
This nigga playing victim, man.
It's a lot, but
no, it's too much, and that's why I've been telling my mom it's too much, Mom. I feel like I'm about to break. It's too much. It's too much.
So, Justin, and I know this is probably one of the most difficult times you've had ever.
This is the most difficult. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Now we need to figure out how Na ended up being shot inside of your mom's house.
I just pray to God her and my mom didn't get into it.
Are you trying to blame your mama? Oh, this
Did
nigga
you see
pussy.
Na at all today?
No, I did not see Na today.
Because I was talking to the officer that you talked to first.
Yeah.
And so Na is found in the
He
garage.
called Willie, please. Make it easier for me to.
So Willie is found in the garage.
Got him.
And she's found between your mom's car and the entry door.
Got him.
What do you mean the entry door?
Same way
So
where
the
he
door
came
into
out
the house.
is where she was dead at.
The actual garage or the door?
The
Hey,
door
look.
door.
Hey, that's why he got him. If y'all remember, he was telling them they caught him coming out the garage. You see what I'm saying? The same spot he was coming out is where they found her body. It's over. They got him. He ain't never coming out.
So she's between that car and in that area between. I think she's back a little bit.
If she's back a little bit, it would make sense of why I couldn't see. But I wasn't looking for anything or him because he literally was there with the garage door open.
And so, again, something I have to be able to explain though is Brittany calls 911 because something's going on in that house. And she said it was because you were arguing with your girlfriend, who she called Na. And
see, you said Nay earlier. I know.
That's just me being ignorant.
No, I understand.
Right?
I really don't know anybody named Nay. If you
Right.
if you'd have said Nah or Willie from the beginning, I could have jumped straight into it. But I really don't know. I was started thinking about like my first girlfriend in high school. Her name was Janet. It's the only Nay I could think of.
And so the big thing is though, is if Willie did come up here with you from Georgia, then she's been here for almost 9 days, right?
I don't
So
I don't know how many
there's
days.
going to be other people that saw her up here as well.
For sure.
And if she was with you, there's going to be people that saw her with you.
For sure.
So now again is the time to talk about it. And so if she was not here with you, I'm telling you, if she was shot inside that house, it happened after you got home. And that quick, based on when the officers come.
It would have had to have happened before I got home, is what I'm trying to tell you. It would have had to. It would have 100% had to. 100%. I'm telling you, like, there's nothing more important to me than my daughter right now. Nothing.
Right.
I'm not going to sit here and play with you guys.
It's over.
Family or not. I'm not going to sit here and play with you guys about nothing. And I don't. If I'm sounding angry, it's not.
No, you're not sounding angry. Because I hope I'm not.
No, it's not even that. It's just like I know how I'm feeling right now, so I could come off aggressive in like this part of the cycle right now. So I'm just trying to give you a heads up.
So when we do see those messages between you and Willie,
You'll see that.
Is there going to be more messages that are more? Is there going to be more messages than what we just talked about?
Not for today, not really. Just us talking about money.
What about let's just say the last month, because if you guys are in a relationship, there's communication that goes back and forth.
Like I said, there's communication back and forth, just here and there. Like she like what kind of threw me off the first time that I like was around her, she did shrooms and she started telling me she loved me and stuff like that, and that she was Jayla's real mom, and that creeped Ann out.
It's understandable.
Yeah, and that's why I said they started bumping heads, but they were the ones that were friends, and I was just there trying to, help Ann get on her feet.
Right. Has Willie ever been inside your car?
100 times, 1,000,000 times. It just.
When do you think the last time she was inside your car was?
I don't know. Maybe right before I came from Atlanta.
Right before you came?
A couple of days before.
Okay. What were you guys doing?
I think we went to the grocery store.
Okay.
I think that when she came to get her stuff that day, we talked for a while and I cooked, and then she went on about her way.
Do you remember which grocery store you guys went to?
No. We probably went to a few, knowing me, because the stuff that I buy usually got to go to Kroger, Publix, and Walmart sometimes. So it probably was one of those. Probably the Kroger on Peachtree, right up the street from me.
Justin, if you can,
I'm sorry.
that route that you take up here, do you have normal places that you stop and get gas? Or like certain towns? So I lived in Ohio for a little bit.
This is my first time driving this car up here, so I stopped in places I've never stopped before just because it burned gas different.
Do you remember any of the places that you stopped?
I'm sorry.
How do you usually pay for gas?
I was paying cash.
Cash?
Man, I wish I wouldn't have right now.
Did you guys stop, or did you stop at any restaurants or anything on the way up? Where you would have gotten out and had to go inside, stretch your legs, anything like that?
I don't like to get out at places.
For the reasons we talked about?
Well, just Jayla is, like, the only time I really get out with Jayla is if I have to go inside and, like, see if they have a changing station. But even changing her, I change her in the car for the most part. So, like, I would just literally carry Jayla in, pay for gas, come right back out.
You mentioned a little earlier that last night you went to your grandma's house in Rock Island.
I'm not sure if it was last night. Like I told you before, I wasn't sure what day it was.
I think you said it was last night just because you said you and maybe your mom were running around, you had to pick up the car, etc. And that's why Jayla ended up staying up a little later than she normally does.
Yeah, but she's been up late for the last couple of days, so I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, exactly. I'm not sure if it was yesterday or, like I told you, my days have been blending.
Who lives in your grandma's house now?
Nobody. My cousin Pam that had the stroke was supposed to be moving in. They were remodeling everything so she could move in, but then she had the stroke.
What's Pam's last name?
Taylor.
Did you get to visit Pam at all?
I tried to.
Is she like in the hospital still?
She's still in Iowa City in the ICU, and they won't let anybody but her kids go see her, and they only let one person in a day. So I wasn't able to physically go there.
Did you drive all the way to Iowa City to try though?
No. They wouldn't. I talked to her son. Her son is who had brought me the weed, and he wouldn't.
Who's her son? Sorry.
Antonio Taylor. And he told me that I wasn't going to be able to see her, so.
Did you, while you were in town, did you ever go and try to see James' dad? I don't know what your relationship with that guy would be or not be.
I'm sorry, my chest is hurting so bad. But no, I haven't tried to see James' dad. It's the same situation. James can't even see his dad. They helped him and let him sit outside of his dad's window to just be there, but because of COVID, they're not really letting people in hospitals right now. Not here, at least.
Okay. Are we gonna find any of Willie's stuff inside your car?
You shouldn't. Definitely shouldn't. Like I said, we weren't like that, and then she came and got all of her stuff.
All right, from your old place.
Mm-hmm.
And you said you guys had talked for
We
a
talked-
little bit.
We
Why,
talked
right?
for some hours.
Did
Did
you guys reconcile a little bit after the last blow up? Since
We
you're
made
not
peace.
with Ian anymore, I guess.
We made peace.
What got you guys to that point? The making peace.
Kind of. We were just talking about the whole Ann thing and how